AOA, it's your Alpha, Omega, Aqua. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on in the building? Y'all not gonna miss this show. It's gonna be live on how y'all savages doing out there. Great, that's what's up. What's good? We got that boy's a problem in the building. We're gonna give him a little chance to get settled in.
Yeah. I'm here.
Let's get it. What's good, everyone? How y'all doing?
How y'all doing? All right. How's your morning?
You know, it's a drunken morning from drunken last night.
Oh man, isn't it always?
Yeah, it's always. Yeah, I was at work chilling.
Right.
Living my best life. That's what I do.
I was in my house chilling.
Yeah, you was living your best life at house. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Watching my Bulls get beat on last night.
I know, man.
Really?
You seen it?
Yeah, bro.
John Moran gave us the business, son. They got 20 in the third,
like was nothing.
Son, he was killing the nigga Javonte Green, son. He was killing whoever they put on him. Zach LaVine, they nobody had. There was nothing he could do.
Like it was a rec basketball game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It was sickening. I was very upset last night.
It was like New London versus Ledger.
It was like anybody the Giants played this year.
Right. Oh man!
You always got to put the Giants plug in there, of course.
How was your weekend? Well, it's still the weekend. How was your yesterday, Willie?
Yesterday was pretty. Yesterday, it was good.
It was yesterday was pretty. Yesterday.
Yeah.
What the fuck you talking about right now?
Pretty much.
Obviously, you was drinking because yesterday was yesterday twice.
Well, sometimes you got to put the twice in a yesterday.
Well, you still don't know what you're talking about. No problem. No problem.
Nah, it's good. It's straight. You know what I'm saying? Woke up to another day, another beautiful day. You know what I'm saying?
That's what matters.
Another beautiful, blessed Sunday podcast with my boys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh shit.
Yes, sir.
So all I'm gonna do is hand over the mic because I get to relax today. No hosting today. The hosting goes to my man Steve today. So sit back and enjoy this ride.
Oh man.
So wait. I want to say something to all the fans that's listening, watching, and whatever you're doing. Viewer discretion is advised.
You already know that shit. That's a must. We gotta have that up there.
Oh,
LGC in the building.
She's back in here. How you doing today, LGC?
Right now, everybody, please share this to your page, and let's get this party started.
Oh man.
And I also want to say something else real quick.
Well, go ahead. Yes, sir.
I apologize if I'm going back and forth, in and out, because I'm trying to handle some business.
Well, no problem, bro. Family do whatever they want. Let's do it.
Don't mind me if I go back and forth in and out. I'll be handling business, and then
taking a shit. You be doing back and forth to the shit can.
Oh, damn it.
All right, there you go. It's all you.
Oh man. So I don't know. Today listen, man. We have a special guest coming on today.
Aaron.
She should be here in a few. We're gonna talk about relationships today, and most of the bullshit that
some sex.
We get into a little bit about sex. You know what I mean? Because that is Jimmy's favorite subject. Like, this is what he loves to talk about is sex.
I love it. It's the greatest thing.
He's like,
especially if you know what you're doing.
I don't even know who he thinks he is half the time.
Douglas Dixwell.
I think when he's alone, like he just
special guest is in the building.
He just runs around with incense on his nipples and ass naked, just
Bruh.
Run around.
Did you see that picture of me butt naked with the instant in the nipples and shit?
Oh no.
What? Like, man, get it. I was trying something new, bro. Gotta try something.
Yeah.
I like to explore.
That's why your nipples look like burnt food from the oven.
Yo, Weezy, cut the shit, man. Cut the shit.
Yo.
All right.
That's what I said yesterday. What I said yesterday? So white women got purple nipples.
That's if you squeeze them too hard.
Oh, man.
Wow.
So I'm gonna wait a little bit until our guest comes on, so we can just kick it for a little bit.
She's in the studio. She's in the studio.
Oh, she's in there. She's here?
Yeah, she's here in the studio.
Okay. Hold on.
So let's introduce our special guest with her own logo.
How are you this morning?
Unmute your mic.
You gotta unmute the mic.
Unmute your mic.
Unmute your mic. Hold on.
Good morning.
There we go.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning, fellas. I'm in the back dying laughing. Like, I don't think I probably should have put Bailey's in my coffee this morning.
Yeah, you probably should have. Listen, this is what we do. It's already early. It is what it is.
I'm halfway.
You got to have it.
So, I mean,
you got to have it in the cup.
I just got to say, for audience wise, this is not my room.
This is not
my room. I keep it classy, sassy, and a little smart assy, and this ain't it.
That's your room. That's the trap room right there.
No, I can't wait to get the trap room. No, it's gonna be exciting.
Oh shit!
Exciting. Yo, Jim, I'm looking at you. Yo, do you remember that meme that circulated probably like 10 years ago?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I already know some shit. Here we go. Let's go.
I swear to God. Back to the vision as you sitting on the edge of the bed like this.
Yo.
She ain't even been here 5 minutes yet.
5 minutes.
Ain't been here 5 minutes.
My viewers are gonna want to know. I'm just saying.
The whole meme already.
I'm just saying.
Listen,
but everybody knows what I'm talking about, though. That's why y'all laughing, because everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Nah, because I was trying to remember 10 years ago.
I don't know those memes.
Which meme you talk about?
We have to.
The big black dude sitting on the edge of the bed like this.
Oh hell!
Oh,
you know what?
Please go ahead. Put me on timeout.
You know what?
No, we don't do timeouts here. This is savage.com. We don't do timeouts.
Ain't no timeout.
Okay, we're gonna talk about it. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Jim, homeboy's dick was about this big.
You know?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was actually me. It was actually me.
It wasn't me.
It was me.
Okay.
I put that meme out around Christmas time. I was trying to do some Christmas cards. They took it from my Christmas card. You know what I'm saying?
Aww.
Yeah. I can't even wear underwear.
At Walgreens, you tried to get at Walgreens, and they said no.
They said no. I tried to put the Hallmark, all that shit, man. It was like, what? They said we don't have enough cards for that dick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope that you have a long, strong, and happy holiday. Walgreens said no, sir.
That's why that's why I have to practice dick discipline, because it's it's a problem. It's a problem.
This guy.
Yeah. Dick discipline. What is sweet? Can we talk about
the double D?
What is dick discipline though? Like, put me onto you guys' lingo. What is dick discipline?
Well, no, hold on. Before you say you guys' lingo, this is not you guys' lingo. This is this motherfucker's lingo right here. You heard? This ain't got nothing to do with us. This is everything.
That's the Jim thing.
Control. It's control. I'm not going out just smashing anything, doing any, you know what I mean, everybody, because it causes a lot of problems. I don't need problems in my life right now, and if I do decide to, I also decide not to. So it's dick discipline.
Okay, so you're not just going out there hitting everything and anything.
Yeah, we don't do that stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want them slashing my tires or nothing, skiing on my cars. I can't do that.
They say good dick can make a bitch go crazy, but when you got that ill snatch back, you understand, like, a nigga might go crazy too.
Nah, that don't happen, but I'm just saying that's why I do dick discipline. I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody that had no cast dick running into my like trying to climb into my window and they ain't even got no foot. Nothing.
So you telling me that you ain't never had no punani that was that good that you might have felt some type of way when she ain't respond to your messages in a orderly fashion?
Yeah. We all got into some slipping slides. You know what I'm saying? But
because not for nothing, but you fellas, you guys show up on doorsteps too.
I don't know about that one.
They do show
but I will be like, in my feelings in the bed, like, God damn, I wish I had the pussy right now. But yeah, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
I'm so like we can talk about like the level of crazies and all that. I've never been the chick. I'm not rolling past your house. I'm not showing up at your doorstep. If I think there's another bitch there, I should have been going a long time ago. I don't do that crazy shit. A lot of people do. I don't do crazy.
Then just stand in the parking lot.
I can see Stephen, baby. I know you home. I know you there. Come on, babe, talk to me.
K Boogie says 99 pounds.
I know you see me calling you since last night at 7 o'clock.
Word.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, baby.
Word.
You know it.
Don't do it because I'm the one in the corner like this. You see this?
Like turn off the light.
You see this nigga? Look, he crazy, bitch. He's crazy. You see him? See this nigga?
Yeah. I'll be out the window with the phone, like, look what she doing right now.
Yo,
what she doing?
Look, matter of fact, I'm about to go live.
Right. But see, that's why I do that dick discipline. I'm telling
you. You can do that now, you know what I mean? But back in the day, there wasn't that going live and all of that BS. So whatever happened. Listen, it happened or it didn't happen.
You cannot record. You was not able to record somebody wilding out on your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, listen,
you gotta be careful.
The next cells is gone, so it don't make no difference no more.
Where you at? Damn, you called. The next cell used to jack me up too, though, man. Like if you don't put it on control, if you don't control the next cell, somebody could chirp you and like start talking in the middle of while you do. I did that. I was chilling with a girl one time, right? And I didn't know how to. I just got the phone. I didn't know how to work it. Next thing you know, hey baby.
Yeah,
I'm like, whoa,
how many times
you in the mid?
I didn't even have a daughter.
Baby who? Baby who?
That's my daughter. I didn't even have one at the time.
Yo, that word. I'm like, that's just my sister. Hey, your sister call you baby like that?
Yeah.
All the time. Y'all don't do that.
Yeah, my mama told her to do it. My mama said, my mama told her to say that.
My mama said this was good for us.
Right. It builds a better bond with us.
Yeah.
So Marcy, tell us about a little bit about yourself and your podcast that you got that's called Unsexed.
So I have a podcast called Unsexed. You can follow us on Facebook. Just type in Unsexed. The page comes up. Please like and share. And then also on YouTube, just type in Unsexed. And so what we've been doing, we're actually going into season 2 right now, which should be dropping in the next week or so. But what we've really been doing is talking about everything that's taboo sex. Like I want to really break down the stigmas surrounding things like nudist colony. So many people think about nudist colony and it's like, oh my God, no, I could never do that. And I'm over here like, I highly encourage you to go. Swingers clubs. Went to a swingers club once last year, just to see what it was like. What is it? So many people, it's like like the myth. It's you have to know somebody, and what is it really all about? And now I don't think I could do that. Like this is for a lot more people than I think the average person would believe. So really just trying to like have candid conversations about that. I truly do believe that sex is like the foundation of building really, really strong relationships or keeping strong relationships even intact. Like I feel like and I don't know how many people would agree with me, but this is my thought, is that when you're in a relationship long-term and sex just gets stagnant, you get into this routine and it just kind of becomes, okay, well, I'll get it when we can and when we can fit it in with work and school and kids and blah, 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 whatever you have going on in your life. I really want to encourage people to dig deeper than that and really reconnect on that intellectual and intimate level to really embrace that, because when you're stressed out and you're not getting enough, you're not being able to release all of that built up tension throughout your week. Your kids feel it, your families feel it, your friends feel that. For me anyway, I know when I'm upset, I know what I want. I know how to smile again, whether I'm doing it by myself or I have somebody else helping me do it. I know how to release that tension and it almost makes me feel like I can get back on track. Now, if you ask a therapist, somebody might be like, oh yeah, well, that's really healthy. But you ask somebody else, well, that's not the way to go. Well, I'm not being unsafe about it. So what's the problem? What's the problem? I feel like sex, and I mean, there's so many different studies on it about, the great benefits of sex, cardio and just the releasing of all of these hormones, and it, boosts your self-esteem, all of it. So let's talk about it. And that's what we do on my shows. We talk about it. I've had previous guests I had one guest who's married, and her husband are in a sense, an open marriage. So with permission, and they sit down and they actually have these conversations where they allow each other to fulfill other fantasies. And while most people would say like that's absolutely not, it works very well for them. And they are actually one of my favorite couples because they are so open and honest in their marriage. About what each other wants. And of course they have sex with each other and they get all kinds of kinky and nasty. But if she's got a fantasy about wanting to sleep with the black man, he's going to want to know like who, what does he look like? Have you talked to him? Blah, 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 blah. And if he approves, she can go and she can do that. Sometimes he wants to even watch. And that's fine. If he wants to sleep with another woman or bring another woman into the bedroom, they're very open to those things. But it's always about the who this person is. Is it a safe fit for them as a couple? So they definitely do their research to know who they're dealing with. But I think that that's beautiful. Another relationship dynamic that a lot of people wouldn't typically look at, but might want to, because, hey, maybe this will work for your relationship. Maybe this is that little ting that you guys have been, waiting for, that you guys have been kind of looking for. But then again, it's again, communication. Being able to really discuss your needs and, when it comes to your partner. Some people are like, nope, monogamous, one person for the rest of my life. That's fine. But I think it's all up to what everybody likes. So these are just some of the things that we talk about on my show.
Oh, you have to have me up there.
So with that being
Jimmy,
said,
you can only come in a towel.
That's fine with me. I come out there without the towel. You know what I mean? Let's do
it. Who want to see? Because I
didn't hear the club, but I heard swing. I heard swing. So
right
I
next to you.
Huh?
I'm putting that picture right next to you.
So yeah, how do you think that is like? So sex, obviously, you saying sex is is that the most important in a relationship? What do you think, Jimmy? Is sex the most important thing in a relationship to you, Mr. Savage?
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
I don't think it's the most important, but I think it's very important. You know what I mean? Like, it's very important to have that that physical bond, that lust for each other. Sex is what makes you want to continue to touch each other, feel each other, you know what I mean? Romance for each other. So that's very important in a relationship. I believe so. But the most important thing in a relationship is the communication.
What do you think, Marcy?
So I'm right there with him. I do believe that sex is, like I said, part of that foundation. If I'm not sexually attracted to you, I think that there's a huge gap here, because if I'm not lusting for you, like Jim said, I don't necessarily want to like touch you, and then we create this kind of elephant in the room, because especially for us as females, we require that touch. Like we need that touch. It's almost like an affirmation of, you still lust for me, you still desire me. And it speaks so much to our souls and just our being, because if not, then, we sit back and we're like, well, what's going on? And is he doing this? Is he doing that? Is it me? What's going on? So being able to communicate, like Jim said, I think is huge. But I mean, sex is a part of communication.
So if that breaks down, what is something like to have a successful relationship? So what if that starts breaking down? Like, how some ways would you fix that as a woman?
Call me. I tell people all the time, call me, tell me what's going on. Because if you want to try something new, like maybe the sex gotten boring. Maybe you guys have just kind of fallen off. So then let's talk about how maybe you guys need some time away from each other. Literally, like take a weekend, take a night even, get away. When you go away, bring some toys if you want to. I've got tons of them. One of my favorite toys is it's this little bullet, and then there's a remote control that comes with it. So for years as a woman, I didn't know why I had that little pocket in my panties.
Nice.
It was made for this. It was made for this. So you take this and you slide it right into your pocket. Hand your man the remote control. I don't suggest that you take this like on a dinner date, because it's really hard to hide this.
I suggest you do it.
I suggest you take it on a dinner date.
And then it becomes embarrassing. Like as a woman, I don't want people looking at me like, well, oh my God.
That's the whole point.
I might want to look at that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got you.
No, we go to dinner, then we go out for drinks, or you want to go out dancing, that's the time to do that. So I took this out one night. Me and a guy I was seeing, we went out for drinks, and I got there before so we were both at my house. I left 5 minutes before he did. So I put it in, handed him the remote. I left 5 minutes before he did. He showed up to the bar afterwards and had no interaction with me. So he's sitting like in the corner of the bar, having his drink with a hoodie on, just watching me. Now it was my homegirl's birthday. So we're all politicking and bullshitting. And then I got like homeboys that are coming up to me like, hey, every time a man walked up to me, that shit went on high. And I'm
yes.
They're like, you good? Yeah.
That's what's up.
My girls, and over like the course of the night, like he would just randomly like just pop it on, pop it off, pop it on, pop it off, leave it on for like a minute and a half on like an 8, and then cut it off. And I'm talking to my girls, and I'm just, yeah, girl, and woo. Oh shit. So it actually came to a point where he sent me a text message, and I'm cussing him out. I was like, you motherfucker. I was like, I see your pattern now. That shit's kind of funny, but it's not funny. Like I'm in the middle of a sentence, and all of a sudden I'm looking crazy. So he's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna just set this to a 10, and I'm gonna leave it until midnight.
Ooh.
It was like 11:47. It was 11:47. So I had 13 minutes on top speed. Two of my homegirls walked into the bathroom. I followed them in. One walks into a stall. The other one's waiting for one. I dropped to all fours and came right on the floor, like literally on all fours. Just came right on the floor.
On that wall right there.
And when I looked up, my homegirl was just staring at me. She was like,
yeah, see, that's the whole point. That's the beauty of it.
And I was like, I just looked up at her. Yes.
That's the beauty of it.
Yes. My other girl came out. She was like, bitch, did you just come? I said, yes. Yes, I did. I was like, I'm sure you're wondering what's going on. I said, somebody in this world right now has a remote control that clicks to a vibrator in my drawers right now. This motherfucker's been going nonstop, and I just couldn't help it. I couldn't hold it anymore.
Yo, so here's some bullshit though. Like, do they have shit like that for guys?
Not that I've seen so far, but I'm always looking at toys for gentlemen.
I'm trying to figure out how that's gonna work.
So here's the thing though, like if I had one for my man, like unless you're agreeing to tuck, I'm not doing that, because I'm not having you walk around in full sale mode and other bitches looking like, what's this nigga walking around hard for? Then you look like a creep. Now you look like a creep. What are we doing?
How everything works though. You see how y'all women get like the extra shit, and we gotta struggle sometimes out here.
No, you don't.
Why not?
No, you don't. Because there's so many other things that we could do to
the imagination.
I mean,
wild.
You're jumping into but I just want you guys to be aware that we're all right. We're jumping down the rabbit hole. let's
listen.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Y'all ready to dive? Okay, so for example, there are certain
I'm already at the bottom of the hole already.
Let's go. Okay, so there are certain things that women are much more open to that men are like, no, hard no, hard no, I'm not doing that.
Yo, give me an example. One example.
You ever had a chick lick your butt?
Hell yeah.
Steven?
What do you mean, bro?
Nasty nigga too. You a whole freak. I know you done had a couple chicks lick your booty hole.
Excuse me, I'm a Christian.
I know you in real life. You a lie.
I'm a Christian.
Steven, I'm ready for you to answer your response to this. Have you ever let a woman lick your butt? I got time.
You're asking me?
That's Steven.
Oh.
Steven fell off the whole camera when I asked that question.
Not gonna happen.
See what I'm saying? So let's talk about this. So there's certain things like you say, well, there's certain things for females and blah, 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 blah. There's certain things about getting your butt licked that you'll just never understand. So Jim, you've had your ass licked before by a female.
It's a wonderful experience. It's a wonderful experience. First, they started off, they hold it, right? And how it started was, it's the ball licking for me. You know what I mean? They licked the ball and they kept going down, and it just the pleasure was so. I was just like, hey, you might as well just taste the rainbow or taste what you need to, and it was what it was. You know what I mean? That go down that rabbit hole, then but lick that rabbit hole.
I don't know, but don't come up after and be like, babe, give me a kiss.
That's you got to make sure your ass is clean then.
I mean, not for nothing, but so I'm gonna ask you, after you go down and you do what you do and you know what I'm saying, licking and all in that, you come back up for a kiss?
Listen, what I do is different, okay?
No, I want to know you come back up for a kiss. Because I mean, let's talk about it. So let's really get to the bottom of this irrational fear. And I call it an irrational fear. You won't do that. You won't let a female go and lick your butt and come back up and kiss you, but you'll lick an orifice that she pees and bleeds from. Might have even had some kids out of. So this motherfucker done dilated all the way out to here. You'll kiss her after that, but you won't let her lick your booty and then kiss you. Nigga, wash your ass and wash it right.
After this, no, doesn't matter.
It's an irrational.
And I use a lot of lotions and stuff like that, so it smells good down there.
Does it? Oh, what are those called? You guys actually have special wipes for men.
My Bath and Body Works collection. My Bath and Body Works collection is on point. Okay, there's a nice lotion.
Don't use that in your booty hole.
Smells very good down there.
Don't use that on your booty hole. That's not in
it. I don't go in it. That's nasty. Who touches that? I'm just saying. If a mouth was to go all the way down there, there's no problem what's going on down there.
Wash ass.
Listen, I don't care if men have to use Summer's Eve. That's fine. It's pH balanced and it works really, really well for
I do Winter's Eve though.
If you're not using that, I'm sure they have men's products right now. I'm actually on the hunt for them right now. I just discovered those wipes that you guys have. You get them from Walmart, Target. Yeah. I just discovered these. So my homeboy, he hit me up a couple weeks ago. And he asked me, he's like, oh, what you doing? I was like, oh, walking into Walmart. He was like, yo, can you give me some wipes? You ain't got no,
they call dude wipes, right? The dude wipes.
Yes. Yo, so then he actually sent me a picture. Yeah, he sent me a picture of. Nah, this is my homeboy. We're crazy cool. I could ask him to go to the store for me and grab some tampons, and that's just the type of brotherly, sisterly kind of.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it sounds like. Grab me some wipes.
Yeah, so he's just grab me some wipes. I was like, are you for real? He's like, yeah, for real. He was like, yo, I need some wipes. Okay. So nice. I went and I grabbed the wipes, and he sent me a picture of what they look like. I was like, these are a real fucking thing.
But on the real shit, you need that. You know what I mean? Like me, I have a high metabolism. You know what I'm saying? So the bathroom is my office. So I gotta have those wipes. You can't walk around with your ass all shitty and stuff, man. Come on, man. Because those the dry tissue, it wipes the chunks off, but it doesn't take everything off. You know what I mean?
It's not a cleanse.
It just smears it all around your ass. So you gotta do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta clean your ass, so man.
You just you did that, and all I thought was fisting.
Well, we're gonna go. We're gonna, not go that deep into the rabbit hole.
Steven, how
can we're gonna stick with the wipes.
I need to know, Steven. Jim, how can we convince Steven to just try this?
See, here's the thing.
Hold on. Number one, there's no convincing me to try any of this.
That's what I was gonna go. You can't really convince him. I think if a female that he's feeling and very sexually attracted to. They both have to be in the moment, drinking, you know, lusting and loving each other with the body and stuff. And she would have to just try to please him and then end up there. And I don't think, you know, I think like, oh shit, this is new to me. And, you know, I think it's just dope.
I feel like you just take some deep breaths. If Shorty's going down that route, when she goes past your balls, let her sail. I literally take deep breaths in your nose and out of your mouth and feel the sensations that you're feeling in the moment. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, I get it if you're new to it and Shorty tries to take your legs and bend them all the way back and got you feeling.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
I get it. That's not how it works.
What you mean? You're not having me up there like a whole female. You got me the end. You know what I mean? Like, how you gonna spread me out? Like, yo, what type of 6 degrees of separation shit is this? Like, gonna have me up there like Will Smith in the fucking. I'm good, man. Like, got me out here looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm straight. Like, why?
Wait, can I share this on my page right now?
Yeah,
I can. All right, so I'm hitting the share button and it says video file share screen.
God.
You can do all this. It don't matter. That's crazy.
What am I doing?
Craziness.
I gotta turn my fan. That's just hilarious.
I don't know how to do. You know what? I'll be able to share it from one of y'all. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. So Steven, just so you know though, you're not coming all the way back off of GP, especially if she knows like it's a little new for you. She's not doing that.
Well, listen, this shit better be new for her too.
Okay.
Well, yeah, like this better be an experience together.
I respect that.
Because now I got to wonder about how much booty been on your tongue.
That doesn't
really matter.
My mind, to be honest, like if I kiss you, I don't really
listen. I have thoughts.
That's not the first date question of. So how many?
Yeah, but how many booties been on your tongue?
What you mean? But nowadays that might be the 7th date question.
You seem very disturbed. You seem very disturbed. I'm gonna just laugh. What do you drink? Douce?
Huh?
You drink Douce?
Nah, I got this new in here right now.
What is it?
New? It's a vodka.
Okay. Mm-hmm. It's not Russian, is it?
Nah.
Okay.
And I already see.
Artist design is right.
See where you was going with that.
I just want you to just drink the whole bottle and just tell Shorty to go ahead and go bottoms up. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
pour some liquor down there.
No, don't.
No. I don't advise that.
You know, it actually gets you drunker.
Wait, hold up. What do you mean you don't advise what?
Yo, wait, mind your business.
Marcel, you never had liquor poured across your vagina, and the guy drink the liquor off your vagina?
Nope.
Mm.
Oh, I need to be on your show, yo. I gotta teach y'all something.
I don't recommend that only because I feel like you're a little crazy with that, and
it's alcohol.
It's funny because actually your anal cavity absorbs alcohol much faster than if you take it orally. So I'm talking
about like it's not going to really go inside your ass. It's like dripping down your vagina. And he's just like, wow, he's eating you out. He's drinking that.
I'm thinking that you literally like you got me like laying on my head.
Oh no, I don't even know why you would do something like that. That's crazy. Let me get your asshole drunk. That's crazy.
But it's a real thing. College kids were doing that. College kids were doing that. They were taking bottles and literally right in the rectum, and it gets you drunker so much faster because it's a shorter route to your stomach.
That's like when they do the cocaine and all that stuff too. They be doing it in a.
That's too much. That's too much. Y'all going to extreme now. That's too much.
Hey, it's part of sex, right? We got to talk about it.
No, that's not part of sex. That's just part of trying to like absorb every ounce of toxic bullshit that you possibly can. Like I can't.
Well, I'm saying, but if there are people who do this during sexual activities, it'll be part of sex, right?
Oh, I'm fine. Like as far as you want to take your bottle and drip it down real quick and lick it like
I've done the liquor before where you pour it on the body and you drinking it off your titties.
Oh yeah, that's fine. But
your stomach, your vagina.
I'm literally imagining like you.
Yeah, no. I don't even suggest that. It's like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? To put alcohol right in your asshole.
I don't. So listen, this is my thing. Everything may not be for me, but if you like it, I love it, and that's fine. Like I don't have a problem with what you like. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fine. No beefs. I won't king shame. If you told me right now, Marcella, I put a shot in this bitch's ass and I sucked it out like it was 1990. What? I don't care.
Here's the thing. Now that you said that, I might have to add that to my roster. I might have to add that to my bucket list.
He's a nasty motherfucker. Come sit
yes, I am.
Come sit on the sofa. Come sit on the sofa, Jim.
Oh, you sure that's all you want me to do on that sofa?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You gotta tell me ahead of time because I'm a crazy motherfucker. I'm just saying. Yeah, it is what it is.
Talk about sex. We ain't doing no goddamn porn on my sofa.
And then phone number is 860-625-9665 and then 860-984-11.
You putting out all your business. Mute.
I got it.
Right, everybody find out how to contact that kinky bastard. Right. 867-539.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yo, man.
So can we talk about what is something that you guys are like? It's like a requirement with you for sex. Like this is something like you gotta do it, or it's gonna be a no-go.
That's what I say, like oral sex. Like I was about to say, how was that? And
that
important for who? Go ahead, Jimmy.
Well, I usually jump to oral sex, but you know, I'm grown now. You know what I mean? That should be a must. I shouldn't have to, you know, whatever. For me, it has to be the excitement. You know what I'm saying? It has to be the lust for each other, and I like a no holds bar type sex. You know what I mean? It has to be reciprocated imaginations sexually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm thinking about like taking you down and doing all types of things, you should be thinking about the same fucking thing, and you should bring the same energy I'm bringing when it comes to sexuality.
So I'll just say whatever, you my guy, whatever. So like, what's sensitive to you? So like, how can somebody like get you fucked up real quick to like just start fucking like anytime, any place, like type shit?
The flirt, it's the flirting. It's the fucking with somebody's mind, flirting. You know what I'm saying? Like if you say you have like a club or something, like, and you across the bar and you biting on your lips, you just looking. And me, I'll probably grab my dick and show you. You know what I mean? Like I'm like just taunting and not taunting, but like just flirting with the person, just getting in their head from a distance, and you know, building up that vibe with a person. You know what I mean? To get them in that, like, I want you to be wet across the room thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you coming at me dry. No. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be wet across the room.
How about you? Like, what's your sensitive spots? Like for like a guy,
like what makes me melt, like completely,
yeah,
like so literally, like the mirror of what Jim's saying right now. What would get me there?
Yeah,
it's the
like at any time, like if he knows like your sensitive spot. Like, what is your sensitive spots? Like for sex?
It's the look for me. It's the look of get your ass over here right now. I'm about to tear that ass up, like that look, and nigga bite your lip, and I'm floating on over. I'm coming, Daddy. I'm coming right now. But I think it's like the flirting part for me is important. So for me, I step into a room and I command attention everywhere I go. I will command attention. And so for me, it's the understanding of my partner of knowing like, okay, she's gonna walk into a room, she's gonna command attention. So the jealousy shit, I can't deal with a man who's jealous. Well, you got so many people talking to you every day of my fucking life. Goodbye. I can't deal with that. So for me, I feel like the partners who have worked best for me are ones that also know how to work a room the same way I do, or even just fall back and chill a little bit, do his thing, you know, talk to some people, but allows me to kind of shine. And when I'm in the middle of all of that and I can look at you clear across the room and you just give me that look, that's like, I'm coming.
That's that thing.
I'm coming. Excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom.
Can I come with you?
Yeah.
And I'm out. You know what I mean? So, but it's that connection. So for me, it's like eye contact. So knowing like I can have like 5 people in front of me talking about, different things, whatever. Like we could be talking about, oh, Marcella, can you come and host this? Or can you come in and sit on our show and be a co-host and whatever it may be. and I'm in the middle of that conversation, but I shoot my eyes over at you and you have that stare just looking at me like, God damn. That's it for me. Like, my panties might as well have just unraveled themselves and fallen on the floor.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yep. That's a huge soft spot for me. Huge soft spot is that eye contact and that constant nonverbal communication.
So for you, Marcella Marcy unsexed.
Yes.
Size.
It matters. I don't give a fuck what these females say. I mean, some of that, and I mean, some women say size does not matter. Yeah, size matters. Size does matter. And it's not even just that, but for me, it's also how you use what you've got. Because you could be a man that sits at 5 inches. Okay, cool. But if you know how to work with them 5 inches, I salute you, bro.
That's what I was going to say.
You could also be a man who's sitting at 11 inches. Do you know how to work that too? Because if you're trying to go pound town on a female at 11 inches, that don't work. And especially like 11 inches with no foreplay. I don't know who the fuck raised you, you heathen, but get away from me. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. So I think like, yeah, size does matter. So for me, I'm usually comfortable around like a 7 to 10 mark. 10 is probably like my, but I mean, if you're good with the foreplay, I mean, there may be some exceptions to that rule. But I can't do the whole like no foreplay, no nothing. And even like in sex, like relationships, getting to know you ships, situationship, like situationship, whatever. I've always been one to just be like, what does your foreplay look like? Because size, like I said, 3 inches. Some men out there really have 3 inches, and that's fine. There are women who like are genuinely just like, no, babe, I'm good with that. And if you're hitting her spot, then who the fuck am I to tell you?
I was in the pool. Fuck.
But this is my thing. I tell somebody like, your 3 inches ain't shit. That nigga married with 5 kids. Apparently, your 3 inches was all she needed.
Yeah, all she needed.
If you masturbate on the coochie, it just falls in there. You know, it's just.
So hold on. So, a kind of opposite of what I said. Like, what do you think about the way coochies look?
I embrace the differences in vaginas.
I want to know what you mean, Jimmy, Mr. Savage. You know, some of them things, you know what I mean? Look like, you know.
Here's the thing.
Pastrami, you know what I mean?
But here's the thing. You got to know, listen, they sell pastrami, people eat pastrami.
I know that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, though. I'm saying
just
because I respect the shit out of that statement.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, you really can't discriminate too much. But now, if you got Sir Bump a lot, then you know you got something wrong. But if that's the way the coochie looks, that's the coochie. You know what I'm saying?
We have women. We have no
put it on the side to deal with the litchy crevice of it. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You know what I mean? I do like firm, tight. But if you got the like, you know what I mean, a fat cooch, I like that also. Actually, that's kind of better because the way it grabs your dick when you're going in and out. Mm-hmm. So it is what it is.
I don't shame. I mean, and it's nothing that we can control. You know what I mean? The same way that men, if you got a curved dick, what are you gonna do about that? Break your shit to make it straight? No.
You fuck like this. From the side and shit. Come on.
I can't. 11 inches is a violation without foreplay. You're damn right. 11 inches is a violation without foreplay. It's total violation. So this is what I'm saying is that vaginas are all very unique. Some of them are very, very tight and they look like they did when they were like 5 years old. To me, that's a little weird to even like say it like that, but I'm gonna just put it out there because it's just never done anything, Other women, they start to grow out a little bit. Some hang really, really low. Some hang and then they sit up high. Like lips are lips, bro. At the end of the day, my question is, do you know how to kiss the lips?
Of course.
Okay, because whether it's curved or it's straight, you would want to know, like, honey, do you know what you're doing with this stick? So I just wanted you to know what you're doing, but it's nothing that a woman can control. So I try to really steer away from shaming any of that. And even like as I scroll through social media and I see posts that like shame women and all that, I'm like, bro, you know, this is nothing that a woman can control. Like what, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get fucking plastic surgery and cut my shit off and risk like losing clitoral stimulation and feeling in my vagina to appease you? Shit, I'd be better off single.
Yeah.
Facts.
And I believe in choice. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So I mean, to my women out there, if you tight, good, cool. If you got some pastrami, good, cool.
Make sure it's smelled fresh.
Oh, I just tell everybody, keep your vaginas clean. Keep them clean. You don't have any problems. Yeah. But I think it's all personal preference. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, so you're gonna tell me like, if you went on a date with a female, right? Y'all went back to the crib, whatever. Y'all about to get it in. Shorty's crazy cool, like intellect is off the chain. You get down there to eat the box and you see that she's got some pastrami, you gonna tell her to pack up her shit and leave?
What do you mean who? Nobody on this, nobody hearing it.
Yeah. I'm gonna give me some lettuce, tomato, some rye bread, and I'm gonna put it in there and I'm gonna tear that motherfucker.
Little mustard? You want a little mustard?
A little mustard in there.
Nobody hears. Nobody hears.
I'm gonna eat that sandwich, man.
I just wanted to make sure. Because I kind of for a minute, I felt like we were leaning towards like, the lips ain't cool.
No.
I ain't no vegan.
Listen, you're about to be the food truck after the food truck.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. How do you guys feel about like the tightness of a vagina?
Oh yeah, it's dangerous actually. It's very dangerous. Okay. Very dangerous.
It's not okay for life.
I think that women should do Kegels more on a daily basis.
Okay.
Because it really don't matter. Like if you don't do Kegels, you can fall into it quickly, but it's still good pussy sometimes. But if you can control it, that's a key to like good sex. That's a key to really good sex because you're like that. You squeeze it, you can feel the dick, and you actually are jerking off a man's penis with your vagina. You know what I'm saying? Because you're controlling the muscles. You know what I mean? So that's a key to good sexual act, like a sexual act in sex, especially when you're on top.
So I just saw an article from one of the late night shows, and I forget, was it Regina Hall?
Oh yeah,
Regina Hall, and she talked about these things that she uses. So you remember, like back in the day, Kegels used to be, you would use the Benoit balls, right? No,
never used them. I'm sorry, I don't.
Okay, so Benoit balls they're used for Kegels, and they are to strengthen the pelvic floor for women. Okay. I don't know how you guys don't know about this shit, but you're welcome. If you guys
I don't have a vagina.
Go on. If you have a girlfriend or wife, these are great gifts because it's the gifts that keeps on giving back to you. And we love them because we feel empowered to be like, oh, yes, bitch, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm working my pelvic floor, son. What's up? You know what I'm saying? So they're Benoit balls, and they're balls. They come in different sizes. And you always want to start larger and then work your way down to the smaller ones. And so the Benoit balls, they look like very smooth metal balls. And she inserts them like right into her vagina, goes about her day. And what it does is the vagina actually, it like locks them in place. And it's literally like she's doing Kegels all the time because she doesn't want them to fall out. So it's pelvic floor exercises. So now they've come out with what's called a yoni egg. So in 2022,
I just ate that yesterday.
Huh? What'd you say?
Wait, you said eggs. I thought you said eggs. I said I just ate eggs yesterday. So
I just had an egg.
I just ate that yesterday.
So this is called the yoni egg, and it was so funny because you could tell that while she was talking about this, again, like a reason for my show is people got kind of uncomfortable. It was those nervous laughs that you heard, even the host down to the people in the audience, they were nervous laughs. And I'm like, y'all ain't out here taking notes? Where's your phone? Y'all should be taking notes. So it's called a yoni egg. And it's a little egg. It's probably like this big. and it's got a string attached to it, and you put the larger end of the egg into your vagina, and again it's enhancing and really conditioning that pelvic floor, and you move up. So you start with the larger ones, you graduate to the medium one, and then you end up with the smaller one. So obviously the smaller one requires more control because you have to hold that small one in so it doesn't come out. But these are things that you can do. Like, so if you feel like, you know what, babe, I want to get you something, let's tighten this up a little bit without obviously hurting her feelings, but just being like, hey, I heard this was really, really good for your vaginal health, or I heard this was really good for my punani, so I just felt like I should maybe give this to you because you got to keep my girl right and tight. If I was a dude, that's probably how I'd put it. And you know, she just wear them throughout the day, and it definitely will. It makes it tighter.
You know, I think I'm gonna invest in yoni eggs. So like when I'm about to go out on a date, I'm like, hold up, I need a couple of days for you to use this for real quick, and then after you're done, you know, keeling it out, I got you. But I think
and then the night she shows up on that date, hand her the vibrator. You keep the remote control in your pocket. Jim, you're welcome.
Thank you for the gems. Thank you for the gems. I'm about to have, once I retire from dick discipline. Once I retire from dick discipline, it's on. I feel sorry for the next lady who get this. That's some real shit.
Oh man. So off of the subject a little bit, I have a question that everybody's been asking. I've been hearing about it. The whole, I don't know about it. I don't really give a good goddamn. My thoughts are different. So the whole masculine and feminine energy talk that's been going around for the past month or so.
Here we go.
So how does each person is able to make sure that their partner stays in their natural form? You can answer that, Jimmy.
I think we should let the guest answer that one first.
I got you. There you go. Answer that, Miss.
I knew that was coming.
You're
right back.
Miss Marcella, whatever you want to be called. I'll just call you unsexed.
I don't really think you're unsexed, though. I really don't think you're unsexed, but I understand.
It's Marcella. Marcella's
okay.
Good. Marcella's good. Because if I'm walking on the street, somebody calls me Marcy, like, I better know you from my childhood, or I'm gonna feel disrespected.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's old school. So no, Marcella's good. Okay, so first of all, the conversation in itself, I feel like, is exhausting, because everybody's got their firm opinions that they stick to, and it's like, no, my way is the right way, and if you're feminine, you got to be this, and if you're masculine, you got to be this. We are people, so we carry both masculine and feminine energy, but I think it's about balance. You know what I mean? So if you know, as a man, and if you're walking in your masculine energy, whatever that may look like for you, and I think it's very, very individual. It's a very individual thing. Like, I know some men who are super sensitive, and some women might look at that and just be like, oh, well, that's super feminine. Motherfucker, he's a man who's sensitive. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, why do we have to keep putting on all these negative connotations about it?
Right.
Why, it's unnecessary to me. I think it's balanced, though. So for me, I tend to I'm very, very feminine, and especially for a lot of like the people who know me very well, to like understand like my emotional patterns, what kind of makes me upset and all that. I can be a very, very emotional person. So naturally we associate that with feminine energy. That's fine. I'll take that. But then when it comes to dating, I kind of have to step forth, and I feel like my masculinity shows a lot more sometimes. And I don't know that that's always the greatest thing. But in regards to your question, I think that if a man wants to see more of that feminine side and get that really nurturing, loving femininity that you guys absolutely love and that you crave, make me feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable in showing you that. Because my femininity, I feel like historically showing too much of that kind of got me in trouble. And that came with, you know, and over time, you know, lessons and all that, where I was sitting on permanent girlfriend status because I let a motherfucker get way too comfortable in my life. And he didn't have to make any more moves because I wasn't applying pressure to do so. And I don't mean by literally looking at him, telling him like, well, how come you're not proposing to me? But just letting him know like, oh, well, you're at the girlfriend package right now. And if you want this, this, and this, we should probably talk about upgrading to the wife package. Didn't apply that kind of pressure. So for me, I had to dial back and just say, you know what, there's certain things within this femininity realm, if you will, where I had to dial back a little bit and say, you know what, that's not for everyone. Now I'm not walking into a bar like, what's good, my nigga? Like, what's up? I know we came here for a date and shit, but you know what I'm saying? No, not at all. But you know, there's certain things I just feel like if you want to see these things and you want to, you know, kind of get in tune and in line with those, make sure that you are bringing this energy into my life that says you're safe here, you can be vulnerable here, organically yourself, and I need to trust that you can lead me into that direction where I feel that safety and that security with you. And then, you know, you watch the femininity shine. But then at the end of the day, I can also say this: if I'm now I'm in a relationship with the man, super comfortable, and you know, we're talking about marriage, and as a man, you know, men like to be the breadwinners more times than not. And I'm not talking about the you know, the men who are like, oh no, it's cool, she makes more money. I'm talking about the fact that you can be a man and lead your household. You lose your job. Let me step into a different realm and say, okay, babe, so I'm going to do this and you're going to do this. So I think it's a lot of role reversals and role changes. But I think that when we decide to talk about, well, that's not feminine and that's not masculine, or, you know, not feminine enough or masculine enough, that's where it becomes a problem, because I feel like you take away the power from a man when you tell him, well, that's not being masculine. Why? Like, whatever happened to just common courtesy and supporting each other? I feel like the whole conversation around like masculinity and femininity, I feel like sometimes it just gets far too fucking complicated, and it almost sounds more like throwing insults than actually trying to support and understand the other person.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's insults. Basically, what I think about it is all you need to do is it's all about gender roles, to be honest with you. It's gender roles. If you're a female, act like a female. You're a man, act like a goddamn man. Yes, we both have we have both. You know what I'm saying? But you know the difference between acting like a female and acting like a man. You know what I'm saying? And I think when it comes to a female, when they're doing their masculine role, I think it should be used when you're at a job and you're trying to get to the bag, or if you're trying to teach your kids something. You know what I'm saying? It should never be against your spouse whatsoever. And it should never be showed too much, you know, because a woman that's acting masculine is very unattractive. It's super unattractive. You know what I'm saying? But it's the way it's the way you do it, the way you use what you have. You know what I'm saying? If you know that you have feminine and masculine energy, use that masculine energy for what's best for your life, not what's best to go against another person that you know you shouldn't do. It should be best for your job. You know what I'm saying? When you get into the bag, when you say like a woman that's in a mostly male dominant job, you know they're going to try to see her as a certain, you know what I mean, they're going to see her a different way because she's a female. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I would, with that situation, that's your job. You can still get what you need as a female, but you still have to have a little more aggressive role to get that bag, because that's what they want to see in the first place. CEO wants to see that you are capable of trying to get that bag, and not be like, oh, you know what I mean, flirty with like a, you know what I mean, they do that feminine stuff to get to the bag because they won't see you in a certain light,
right?
And it also with the stirring with your kids, you know what I mean, but. And also when it comes to a man and his feminine role, his feminine side is the sensitivity part that most men don't like to express. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, the way men are treated now, it's kind of hard to show your sensitive side. You know what I'm saying? Because you get looked down at. But you got to know how to control yourself. You know what I'm saying? What it is just like, it's the betterment of yourself. Basically, you have to pay attention to yourself. You know what I mean? You have to try to grow. You have to try to critique yourself every single day of the week. Of course, we're going to have outbursts of a feminine role as a man because, you know, most of us are raised by women. That's what we're used to. You know what I'm saying? But we have to learn as men the difference between being very emotional at wrong times and not being. You know what I mean? But the main thing is we're men, we're masculine, stay in that masculine role in a positive way. And to be honest with you, get any female you want to, You know what I mean? And vice versa, the same thing. You'll get any man you want to if you stay in your feminine role.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to know how to use your abilities and what you're capable of doing in certain ways, in certain times.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Use your common sense. Everybody's losing common sense. That's why nobody knows how to play their role.
No, absolutely. And I think we dial back to that vulnerability part. You know what I mean? And I agree with you. I feel like you literally, like, women are so divided right now, where you get people, you can literally scroll on your Facebook right now. Some women are absolutely making fun of Kanye West right now. Prime example, making fun of Kanye West right now. Other people are excusing his behavior, but you get some women who are really like mocking the hell out of what's going on with him right now, and others who are like, you don't see that this man is clearly like out crying and needing help. Like he legit needs help. I feel like personally, after his mother died, he just went straight to shit. Mentally, he's not been able to cope with that at all. And now we're literally watching like stalker behavior, narcissistic stalker behavior take place, where, you know, not for nothing, but dude, I understand wanting to live close to your kids, but when you're publicly telling people, I want my family back, and your wife is clearly telling you, I want to be his ex-wife, I don't want this to happen, so you buy a house directly across the street from her, that's not okay. That was flag number 1 for me. And then, like, anytime she takes your daughter somewhere on the social media thing, now I can't comment too much on that, because if he thinks that it's wrong, then it's wrong. As far as, you know, Kim posting their daughter up on the internet, I didn't see anything that I would consider to be inappropriate. And I say that with 7 years background working with children in group therapy. I didn't see anything wrong with the pictures that she had been posting of her daughter. Just my personal opinion. Didn't see anything wrong with them. But his erratic behavior is definitely something that people should take note of, because it's not okay. You know, Kim Kardashian has a whole onslaught of security that will make sure she's safe. Me as a woman, if you put me in her shoes, I'd have a restraining order on that man. I would have a fucking restraining order on him, and I would be walking around with a gun every day.
That man is not a physical threat to his wife that he wants to fall back in love with and wants dearly. What it is social media. It's that limelight, that glamour light, whatever you're in. These celebrities really don't know how to separate what's normal in your life as a man with your kids and a wife and social media. Kim Kardashian's whole life, the reason why she's famous is because of social media. So this man doesn't even know how to talk to a woman that way when he's not with her, because everything he has to do to get her attention is social media. You know what I mean? That man, yes, he does need help in a way of guidance. He doesn't have any guidance. There should be no restraining order. You know what I mean? He's not a threat to their life. He's acting out because men don't like, especially with in this day of the world that the life is about just women. Women get whatever the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. Child cases, relationships, everything. It's all on the woman's side. So for him to be a genius, his mind to be some other type of, his mind is somewhere else. Mm-hmm. For him to try to live a normal life with a wife and his kids and want them back, this is toughest. It's probably the toughest thing in the world for him to express, because I know he wants to stay private, but he can't. In order to get her attention, you have to go through social media to get her attention, and that's the wrong thing to do. To be honest with you,
that's what I'm saying. Though, is that there are different ways that he should be going about that.
Nobody understands. Everybody's quick to, like, as a female, everybody's quick to, oh, I want a restraining order. I want to get it. I want to just have somebody else deal with the problem, you know, and get rid of it. Nobody's understanding where this man's mind is coming from. Like, she got rid of him because she couldn't deal with. She needed social media. He was telling her, stop showing your body on social media. Stop. He's a billionaire. You don't need to do nothing no more.
No. But then that's wrong though, because she was doing that before she met you. You knew who she was. Now you guys are married, and now you want her to stop doing X, Y, and Z because you got money. Fuck that. If it wasn't something like, all right, so look, it's me and you, and I'm gonna dial back on woody woo. Kim K, she got famous for showing her body. Come on.
But how long is that going to be? Like, how old are you going to get?
If that's who she is, that's who she is.
So I said, so that's the problem today. Like, how old you gonna be? You gonna be a 50-year-old showing your body model? Like, what is that?
I'm gonna tell you right now, Jim. I'm trying. My goal. I want to be the very first Oprah Winfrey meets Dr. Ruth. That is my goal.
Who?
And you goddamn right. At 75, I still want to be teaching women how to suck dick the right way. You absolutely.
Oh, that's fine, but that's in your personal life, though.
That's
like if you're doing classes like that, that's fine.
I think you're beautiful. I think you're wonderful, and I like what you're doing. And woody woo. But you know what? The way that my career is going right now, I can't have you online talking about these kinds of things. But you knew who I was when you met me, so don't try to say we can't do this right now.
So here's the thing. Are you trying to be married?
I didn't live in Kanye and Kim's house to know exactly what she went through on a day-to-day basis. But what I see is the way that he projects himself. I know it wasn't an easy relationship. No relationship is easy that's worth having. You know what I mean? But at the base of it all, she does not want to be married to you anymore. She has made it very clear that she's moved on several different levels, even from filing for just to have legally single status. She's put it out there very, very bluntly. I do not want to be with you. And your moves are to move across the street from her. Keep tabs on her. He's trying to gain control in any which way he can. And I get it. You're in a panic, my guy. But there are ways that you go about doing things that are wrong and that are right. Now you can say that, okay, well, he's not a physical threat. You don't know that man. You don't know that man. And I'll speak for any woman who has ever been touched inappropriately by a man, who's been stalked by a man. That shit is not funny. It's not cool. It's not okay. I'm sure. Oh yeah, the dudes that have stalked me before, his best friends would say, "Oh no, he would never. Nah, he wasn't gonna hurt her." Okay, but it was cool for him to like follow me. But he's not gonna hurt me. But what the hell is the end goal? He's gonna follow me. Erratic behavior is erratic behavior, and it needs to be checked at the door.
So what about her? What about her behavior? Let me ask you a question. When you want to be married, right?
She don't want to be married.
No, I'm asking you.
Me personally.
I'm asking you. Do you want to be married?
Oh, that's on the yeah. One day.
Do you want your husband to lead? Do you want him to be the leader of the house? Do you want him to be the masculine? You want him to be the man of the house, or do you want to be the man of the house?
No, he needs to stand in his be the man of the house.
So if your husband is asking you built your legacy, he can take care of it. Your husband is asking you to try to change a little bit. I don't want my wife's ass all over the fucking social media anymore. And you just ignore the fuck what he's saying. How does that work in your relationship? If you
That's called irreconcilable differences.
So you plan on living the same life that they're living then?
No, not at all. But wait, because you just hold on. So maybe I was confused.
When you're with the man, you're his. He doesn't want your body everywhere. So if he's asking you not to show your body all over social media, not to keep putting our business all over social media, and you ignore that man, and then you get rid of that man because that's what you want to keep doing, because that's exactly why she got the divorce, because she doesn't want to live by his rules. So and all of a sudden, like, oh, this is what you asked for as a female. You ask a man to lead, to do this and that, but then when you want to, then you go against it. Like, what is a man supposed to do? Like,
but is she really going against it, or is he trying to change her?
There's no living as a man to control their household, because all the time women want what the hell they want and do whatever they want. So what's the point in even getting married? That's why there is no marriages now.
No, but I think that's wrong though.
How is it wrong to not want my wife's ass everywhere?
But your wife's ass was everywhere before it even started.
But don't you have to grow into it?
You fell in love with her because you saw her ass, and so did the world.
All right, but
he fell in love with the cop that he had when he was coming with Kim. Come on,
he met her like that. All right, so he met her like that. So that means
that's who she was. You can't sit here and tell her to change.
All right, so the phrase "you can't turn a hoe into a housewife" is true then.
No, she wasn't out here fucking everybody.
She didn't have no. You sure?
Now I don't know what the hell she was doing, but I would assume that she was out here fucking everybody.
Ray J sex tape. That's the same thing. So you're showing your body. You're like nude. That's how you got famous. Okay, when are you gonna grow up and like your life change? Once you get married and you build a life as a family, things change. You have to change your life around. She wants to still live the same. I'm a sex model. I'm sexy. This is sex. This. That's how she wants to live. When are you going to change? And I understand your point where if you want to teach women how to please their man, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. Have your little private classes, teach women how to handle your man and keep your relationship hot and popping. But if you're in a social media life and you don't want, if your man is saying, I don't want your body around like that, are you just gonna not listen to the man that you want to lead in your life?
If that's
you're
her
not
brand,
gonna compromise. You're not gonna compromise.
Brand. That's Kim's brand. That's how her brand was built upon being a model. She's the bitch is bad. Not for nothing, but no, I'll be honest with you. Bad. I'm not marrying a man who's gonna want me.
They don't need. What else did they need? They're good. Why do you still need to put your body out there?
But they're good in your eyes.
You don't even need to be a brand anymore.
But this is what I'm saying.
You're a wife and you're a mother.
Tell me that I've got enough money and therefore I should change my life because you think I've got enough
money. Because you're
money.
married. It's not because you think. It's because you're married. You have a husband now.
You're trying to control your partner. You're not
trying. All right. So what are you telling your kids though now?
I feel like you're trying to control your partner. Now you can suggest things, babe. I would rather you didn't do this. Like, let's talk about other ways that we can make money. I don't live in their house. I don't know what those conversations look like. And I highly doubt that all of this is based upon the whole fact of, I don't want you to show your butt no more, Kim. No, fuck you.
It's not all based on that, but that's basically how it started. I'm just saying.
I don't know, bro. But like, okay, so if my husband was like, if I'm married, right, and I'm doing what I'm doing right now. My husband says, babe, you've been on tour for the last year, and we would love to have you at home more. I'll absolutely reconsider that shit. I will absolutely reconsider that 100%. Absolutely. My husband is telling me that he would like me to be home more and maybe not tour so much. Okay, babe. Well, maybe it's time for me to like write a book. Maybe it's time for me to do some other things, elsewhere, blah, blah, blah. Maybe if I'm out in LA more times than I'm here on the East Coast, maybe we need to get a condo out there and maybe, let's shift things around. Let's see what we can play with that. I'm absolutely all for that. But for me to be doing what I'm doing right now and then to have somebody tell me, I don't want you doing that anymore. I don't want you living that lifestyle anymore. I'm going to be defensive right off a rip. Like, what do you mean? Like, this is...
I don't like that shit for sure, bro. I don't like that shit.
I wish I could have done it. That nigga's an asshole, yo. Did you see my face when that shit came up?
We got an echo.
Whatever, yo.
Somebody, we got an echo somewhere.
I don't know. Is it me?
Yeah.
Is it me?
No, let me check on that. Hello. No, it's you, Steve.
I don't come out. I'll be right back.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Come back. Damn, Jim, you can sit here and go back and forth about shit forever. I like this.
Oh, of course. That's what I do. But my whole thing is this. This is the reason why I understand y'all modern type thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a woman, pride, and I do whatever I want to do. Anything, you can't change me because I am who I am type thing, which is wonderful. That's great. Be that way. Do what you got to do. But I think, like, there has to be some type of compromise. There has to be some type of compromise in a relationship. I'm not saying, like, stop a woman from doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? But there has to be some compromise and some type of respect. If you want to move forward and then if you love that person, you would want to compromise. If you want to be with that person, you want to compromise and work out something for your relationship to move forward. And I see a lot of times there is no compromise. There is no respect. And that's why that's why there's a lot of divorces. That's why everybody is not being together. That's why there's no communication, because everybody wants to be, and that's why there is that masculine energy bullshit conversation.
Equal. It's equality. Like, everybody wants to be equal.
Wants to be equal, and there is no fucking such thing. There's no such thing. There's none whatsoever. There's no such thing as equality when it comes to a man and a female at all.
There's no such thing as equality.
That's why you're a male, and that's why you're female. That's not equal.
But I agree with that to a certain degree. Like they're balanced, not equality.
There has to be a balance.
And so it's very interesting because I had this conversation with one of my boys not too long ago, and he was like, "Yo, there are certain things as a woman I will never be able to do as a man, but there's also certain things as a man I can't do as a woman. I can't.
So I want y'all to see these comments real quick. I want y'all to see these questions. These comments. Hold up. Question: what is conversation they had before marriage? I don't know. I wasn't there, Sharina.
So Sharina, I think that's
Sharina says. Question is, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
What was that a conversation they had before marriage? I would hope so. Like if I'm gonna marry somebody, I need you to understand what the long-term goal is and where I'm trying to go. And either you're running this marathon with me, or you're not. But you can't stop me in mid-run and say, wait a minute. Like, my guy, you knew when we were at the start line, you knew what kind of marathon we were running. But I'll say also this, I'm supporting his goals too, because it's not just always about us women and what we want and all that. I got to know that you're on your grind and you're on your hustle. And how am I supporting you better, babe? What am I doing to do better for you? You know what I mean? So that's also so important. But I think that's a conversation that you have before you even consider getting engaged. Like you have to know, like, this is what my partner is about. This is what they're doing. This is where they're trying to go. This is where they're at. And this is how we're going to take off together. Now, if you, nigga, I'm so sorry. I know it's picking up in the audio. So I'm like, so if it boils down to it, and I don't even know what the hell I was saying. There's so much going on. That's why the door was closed.
Oh, good.
No, if I don't know what the hell I was just saying. I'm sorry, I lost train of thought.
Well, I want y'all to respond to there's three things in the comments I want y'all to respond to. And I want y'all to respond first, and I'm gonna respond afterwards. That one, and that one. Now, what do you think about those?
No compromise, I think, is bullshit. Like, of course you're gonna compromise.
So if a woman said no compromise, do you expect them to stay married or loyal, or do you think their relationship is in any type of, it's the right type of relationship you should be in?
I feel like if you're not a woman who's willing to compromise, you should probably plan on being alone or having a male who's completely submissive and thus going to destroy himself for you. Yeah. I think that the no compromise mindset is kind of bullshit, to be honest with you. I don't feel that. I think that when it comes to love, there are certain things that you should compromise on, and there are certain things that you should never compromise. For example, integrity. Don't ever compromise your integrity and your character for the sake of your partner. You know what I mean? Don't do that.
Right.
But the whole no compromise thing, I respectfully disagree with that.
All day.
Well, it's going. It
ain't too much to really say about that. Like, you better, like, if they
that is a marriage. That is a marriage. That's part of marriage compromise. Yeah, you have to, in order for you to even go further, there has to be compromising.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're kicking me in my balls every day, there's no compromise.
Right. But I also feel like with that kind of mindset, that no compromise mindset, if my husband is, going through a tough time, just spiritually, emotionally, physically, in the workplace, whatever it may be, you're going through a tough time and I see you about to walk into fire because you with the fuck shit, I'm going to tell you something about yourself. And I don't mean cuss you out or anything like that, but we really got to sit down and talk about, babe, what are you doing right now? Like, obviously, like this shit's got you a little fucked up in the game, and I see it. You got to validate that. You got every reason to feel the way that you do, babe. But what are we doing right now? Because I see you falling off track, and we can't do this. This is a us thing. This is a we thing, not a you thing, not a me thing. This is a we thing. So let's talk about that. What does it look like right now? Me looking at you, this is what I'm seeing. This is where I think that, we about to be on some real, like, oh, we fucked up shit. So let's not do that. And I think in that moment, he's going to show compromise to sit down for a second, really hear what I'm saying, understand what I'm saying, intellectualize what I'm saying in that moment. And therefore, at that moment, he can decide, okay, well, no, I'm going to stay on this path of destruction right now, or let me listen to my woman a little bit and go this way. But then I'm going to flip that around to a typical female attitude. And I'll say, shorty, if your man is trying to tell you something because he feels like you're fucking up in life, it doesn't have anything to do with the goals you set long term. Because that whole Kim and Ye, that was different. But if I'm on this track right now and you tell me, babe, you know what, that photo shoot you did last week, pictures were sexy as shit. I think they're a little too racy when you're trying to do that Dr. Ruth and Oprah balance, little too racy.
Facts.
In
It's
that
the
moment, I'm
communication.
thinking about what you're saying.
I
I'm
understand.
thinking about what you're saying. And I don't feel like in that moment, you're not trying to change me. You're trying to make sure that I don't veer off my goddamn track.
Right. Well, I don't know if I was misconstrued or whatever. But that's exactly what I'm trying to say. It's the conversation, it's the communication you have to have. I'm not saying, oh, you need to stop, change because I'm the leader. No, it's not that. No matter what, you have to sit there. You have to have that meeting. You have to have that whatever it may be, battle of the minds, or whatever, to come down to a conclusion for compromise, regardless. Because if you love that person, you want to grow with that person, you have to communicate for a compromise.
Right.
You
can't stop until you do.
Can I just say, like, all right, so with all that being said, the compromise, the communication, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, but I knew who Kim was before I married her. I knew she had.
It was toxic from the beginning.
I knew exactly who she was. I knew she was out there flowing her body. She ain't care about the sex tape. She made so much money off that shit. She don't give a fuck. She out here dating this, that, the third, doing this, putting her whole life everywhere, her body everywhere, doing all that shit. I already knew that before I fucked with her. So now I expect her. So now I expect her to tone it down. And this is who she is. It's not even about her brand. This is just who she is and who she wants to be. Right. So when I fucked with her from the door, when I was in love with her, because he was in love with her before he got with her. Mm-hmm. So now all of a sudden, being that we together, you supposed to change your whole personality and your whole aura because of me? Nah, I don't agree with that part. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say who I fuck with is who I fuck with. I'm accepting you for you. That's how she got her bag. You know what I'm saying? Her bag by herself. So I'm good with it because I accepted it when I was watching your fucking magazine pitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
My whole thing is
now all of a sudden it's not okay.
Yeah, right. He had his line. He had his vision. She had hers. She was on that track, my nigga, before you even stepped into the picture. So for you to tell her to veer off because now your vision has changed and you want your wife to do this and be this way, my nigga, you can't veer her off of her life track. She was, like you said, she was already doing that beforehand. Mm-hmm. She was already doing that. You can't do that. Jim, we get together and one day I tell you, like, yo, I know that you have plans with this podcast and you've been doing your thing for all these years, but you know what? I don't want you getting on there talking to females about sex ever again. That's not a topic you should be discussing with anybody but me any day. You might be like, okay. But for somebody like me, nigga, I talk about sex all day. Fuck out my face. Okay. You're not going to tell me I can't talk about sex and what I have talked to other men about as far as like, okay, well, this is the good dick sucking technique. And when a bitch uses her teeth, like this is just like, oh my God. And you know what I mean? I'm talking about these things. It's raw. It's
absolutely right.
It's sassy. Like if that is that person's dream and you knew what it was when you first got there, you knew who they were. Like Steven said, like I'm not.
No, you're both absolutely right. And I'm on that same page. My whole thing is this though. At the beginning, yes. Kanye and Kim toxic regardless from the beginning. Mm-hmm. They should not even have been together because of her whatever the way he's just like emotionally all over the place all the time, and she is, you know, a professional, whatever she is. It was going to be toxic regardless. My whole thing is that you should pick the right person regardless. I mean, or vet for the right person. If my whole thing is, if you're going to get married, there has to be, and you want to continue a long life and with marriage, there has to be some type of compromise. We know that there probably wasn't going to be any compromise with Kanye and Kim Kardashian. The way I was speaking was just in general of man and woman in situations in their life where people should try to want to change for their spouse. You know what I'm saying? Not completely get rid of how they built who they are, but compromise to the point where everybody's comfortable with doing what they're doing to continue a lifelong relationship. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Kim and Kanye was toxic, but if you want to stay married, I don't even see the point with them getting married. But if they wanted to stay married, who's going to be the person that compromises? Because they both did. You know what I'm saying? They both didn't compromise. They both went. They're both. I'm doing this business. I'm that person. Blah 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 blah. That's what it is. And they continue going down the route of I'm doing me. You do you. You do you. Even though we have kids, a family, we built this legacy. Nobody's thinking about the legacy. Nobody's thinking about the kids. Nobody's thinking about shit but themselves in that situation. Now, when you're talking about Kanye moving across the street, due to the situation and when it happened, I understand. It looks kind of like stalkers type shit. I would have did that shit a long time ago. As soon as you got a divorce, I would have got a house because I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. As a man, due to the system and the way we are disrespected, I want to be as close as my kids as possible. Something pop off with some emotional-minded woman and shit like that, I want to be able to be right there so I can take care of my kids. It ain't about her. It's about the kids. It's about the kids. He don't have to bother her, whatever, but he's the type of dude that will bother her. That's why it seems creepy.
You got to look at his behavior. It is about her.
But that's what I just said.
Saying, I don't want you. He's saying,
it's about her. I'm saying what it should be. I'm saying it should be about the kids. I already said he is not that emotionally stable to be that type of person where I'm moving across the street and then everything will be cool. He's too emotional.
Right.
That's why it seemed, due to the situation, that's why it seemed the way it is. But if he was a stable-minded, as she was too, that would have been a good move for people who couldn't compromise in a relationship to take care of the kids. That would have been a great move.
I've literally, like, right here where we live in this area, I've seen that shit before. Move 3 streets over. Move 3 streets over. Do not live there. No, because then it's who's at the house with my kids right now. None of your fucking business.
None of your goddamn business.
That's why I said a mind. You have to have a. You have to.
It don't matter. If you had kids with Shorty, you want to know.
Listen, I've watched. I've talked to the men that are dropping my kids off. You know what I'm saying? I've hung with the dudes. And you have to have that mindset. You have to have that mindset.
My cousin Chris, you don't know.
Here's the thing: you don't have. It's not you being in her business. That's what you have to separate. You have to separate your relationship
separately. That's not going to involve you, and she's not going to get permission from you for everything that she
Here's
wants
the
to
thing:
do.
you don't need permission. That's why I said you have to have the mindset. Everybody keeps going back to the emotional, unstable fuckers. I'm talking about the emotional, stable people who are able to.
How come all baby mothers and baby fathers don't live directly across the street from each other? Why? Because regular-minded, like stable-minded.
What you're speaking of is an emotional action.
My mother, my baby father.
I'm trying to go. We already talked about the emotional, unstable Kanye West and emotional men and women. I'm trying to say if you are most emotionally stable, these are the moves to make. You're able to talk to the stepfather or the person that they're dating. You're able to the person to drop them off and be cool and not be emotionally crazy.
But why do you have to do that?
Can I interject real quick? All right, so what if it's somebody, if it's some fuck nigga you don't approve of dropping off your kids? Now you have to see this. What is your now what's your response? So what if it's somebody you know is a fuck nigga, right?
As a father, you're as a father that wants the betterment of their kids, I don't give a fuck who the fuck says what. You make that choice. If you have a fuck nigga in their home, let that nigga be the fuck nigga to her, not to my kids.
But
and no, the choice is you move close and keep an eye. You don't have to be all in their business, but keep that eye on that relationship because shit could pop the fuck off. And she's dating a fuck nigga. So obviously she can't control what the fuck is going on. You need to have that control, but you don't need to be all in her business. I don't care what anybody says. As a father, you need to take the proper you need to move in a proper way so your kids could be safe and stable. If she picks a fuck nigga, that's her fuck nigga picking ass fault.
But now
you're there for the kids. So you have to move around her fuckery as a stable-minded person to make sure your kids are safe.
But now,
you don't act emotional and do the dumb shit, but you make sure you know.
But now you become emotionally unhinged because
no, See, you didn't even listen to what I just said. How are you
don't
emotionally
agree.
on edge when you're moving around her
You don't
fuckery?
have a choice
I'm
at
not
that
saying
point.
be in her
But right now
business.
you
I'm
have
saying you
somebody
make the
unsafe.
proper movement
Hold
to
on.
make sure your kids is good.
Hold on, but listen to what I'm saying though. Now in your mind, you're thinking clearly. Now you know there's somebody unsafe around your child. And now you see it. You can physically see it. That this person is unsafe. I know this motherfucker. So how do you maintain that bullshit? You know when he's around your kids.
You don't maintain it. You get rid of the problem.
That's emotionally.
You don't let her make no choices when it's come to the fuckery. You get rid of the fucking problem.
Emotional.
But
that's not emotional.
It is.
That's not emotional. That's emotional to you because you want the fuck nigga that you just picked.
No.
And that's your fuck nigga problem.
No,
I'm worried about the kid.
It's
not about you.
I'm clearly stating opinions here. I don't have them problems.
But as a father, I know I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying a lot of women pick these fuck niggas and put themselves in a fuck nigga problem.
But let me bounce that back at you because you the one who shot her up in
happen.
the first place. You didn't realize that she was a crazy bitch from the get-go. You decided that
it
you were
don't
gonna
matter. It really don't matter. I'm still stable in the mind. It really don't matter the choice you make. It's who you become. It's who you grow into. Because a lot of people fuck as a young person, not knowing what the fuck they doing. They do have kids, but it's time to grow the fuck up.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You grow up. Now, I was the dumb motherfucker who did make kids, not having a dick discipline. Now I have kids. But you know, I love them kids and I want the best for them kids. So if you pitting fuck niggas around my kids, I have to make that choice to change that around. Because obviously she keeps bringing fuck niggas.
At the end of the day, you have no control over who your ex chooses.
If I want, I don't care who she chooses.
Yeah, whether you like him or not.
It's the safety of my kids. She's gonna pick fuck niggas, but it's the safety of my kids. So I have to make the proper choices for my kids to be safe.
I would only hope that you.
If I need to go to the courts to try to make it where I get more visitation rights and work with the system that way, because we always have to work with the system. Or if I have to do what I have to do, I have to do what I have to do. I would take every precaution for them to be safe. It's not about her. I don't give a fuck about her anymore. It's about the kids. She's gonna be a fuck nigga.
But at the end of the day, it's still an emotional attachment, which it doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter how. It's still an emotional attachment. Those are your kids. You're gonna be extra emotional about them
because of your kids, not from her.
But that's the difference of not being around and being around.
Right. So
he shouldn't be around.
You have to grow up. You have to make choices. You have to try to be civil. Even if you can't stand your baby mom, you can't keep going at her. If you can't stand your baby mom, you can't keep going after her like rah 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 rah. What is that going to do? You have to be a civil person. Somebody has to be the adult in the relationship. So if she wants to be a rah rah, you have to be the calm.
The kids are the adults.
Before that, nigga, you just make
for
better
the kids. Everything you do has to be for the kids.
Black people do better.
That's all it is.
Hell, even white people do better.
That's
people do better.
What you just said is what it is. Black people need to do better.
Stop.
And when you want to blame somebody else, 2-3 times better than who you blaming.
I blame both people.
The only person I'm going to blame is myself.
I don't give a fuck about her opinion. I don't give a fuck about his opinion. I care. And what I've had to deal with, what I've had to help sort out is the ugly emotional ramifications of the babies that falls on the children. That's what I've had to deal with. I don't give a fuck. Not for nothing, but at the end of the day, this is my piece. If you don't know who you're fucking and you don't know who you're fucking with, if you are not emotionally sound and stable enough to say, you know what, even if I do get pregnant, I got this on my own. Stop fucking like that then. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop.
It's accountability.
Because then all of a sudden you hate your baby mom and your kid's not even 1 year old. You can't stand your baby. You was just fucking this bitch a year ago, madly in love.
Discipline.
That's what you ever had. And now all of a sudden
discipline.
Not anymore. And
you hear me, fellas?
No, nigga, you were retarded as shit. So was she. You didn't know what the fuck you guys were getting yourselves into, and now it's a problem, and the kid has to deal with that.
Right.
I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. And then daddy wants to move across the street, but mommy's over here stressed out because she feels like he's stalking her and blah, blah. It's too much, and it's stress on the child. It's stress on the child.
That's why
whether or not you feel like whether or not you're gonna agree with or disagree with the man that I choose to come into my children's life afterwards, I only hope that you and I have been able to base or build enough communication amongst the two of us to say, you know what, at some point you're going to meet another female, you're going to date her. Right. This is what I hope she's like for our children. You already know I'm going to meet another man and he's going to be around our children. So what are some of the things that you need? Because not for nothing, but I'm not going to date another you. We already saw that didn't work. You're not dating another me. That's not going to work. They're going to be different from you. But we both need to be very mindful of the people that we choose to bring into our children's lives. You know what I mean? And that's 100%. And I agree with that. But to just be mad and angry, like, oh, well, she's dating this other nigga and he ain't shit and blah, blah, blah. My guy, is he really not shit? Or are you just emotional about the fact that she's moving on? And I think that it's a two-way split.
I know. A lot of people do
together. It could be a little bit of both.
Right.
Now, you can't speak on just you personally, because if you were able to just cut a chick off emotionally who, you know, was the mother of your children, okay, that's you. That's you. You say you don't give a fuck about her, like, that's you. I would only hope that if I had a child with somebody and it didn't work out, that my guy would never look at me and be like, yo, fuck my baby mom. I don't give a fuck about her. I'm about my child.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Maybe you took it wrong. I don't give a fuck about who she wants and chooses to date. That's not my problem. That's her fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? And I can't control her mind if she picks a fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? What it is being all right, I can't speak for any other man because nobody's like me. What I have to do is find myself. And I have to be a better me and a better person for more than just myself. It's about my kids. So whatever the fuck it takes for them to be safe and for me to be the best father I could be, whether it's growing to be or whatever it may be, I have to make certain choices. If she picks a fuck dude, I will make certain choices to do better, faster, so I can get my kids more so they won't be around the fuckery.
You're just gonna put
whatever it is, it's for the betterment of my kids. I'm not gonna fight with it. And when I say I don't give a fuck about her, I don't give a fuck about her bad decisions because I can't control them. But what I can control is me and what I want for my kids. They will see the rest. If they see mama doing the whole shit, that's what your mama's showing you. But your father's showing you that he's working his ass off to get you in a better place. Mm-hmm. And it's not to go against her. It's just for them. Whatever. So that's what I'm working on. I'm just talking about me. Fuck all these other dudes around here who's doing what they doing. I got to do what I got to do for me. And all I'm going to do is think better and more for the better of my kids. Make choices that might hurt me, might hurt her, whatever it may be, for the better life for my kids. That's all that matters.
I respect it.
That's all that matters. So if I say something, it's not even really, it sounds wrong. It's just for the better of my kids, regardless of whatever the fuck it is.
You just want to put your big ass hands around somebody's neck, so stop.
I know, but I choose not to though, because I've been in that life before, and it only hurts them. See, I'm glad you up there now. But yeah, but now what we're gonna do? We're not done talking.
You're gonna pay some bills.
Pay them bills. To pay these bills. And our nice host for today has his Google facts, and we're gonna go straight to that.
We're gonna have a shortened version today, a very shortened version of this BS today.
Right, as long as we have it. But today's show is brought to you by Natural Skin Bliss. Natural Skin Bliss. Our product varies from body creams, massage oils, exotic soaps, scented sprays, oils, perfumes, and candles. And that's not where it ends. We supply so much more. Natural Skin Bliss isn't only a product. It's a blissful experience.
So now that we're back from that.
I recommend the Rescue Cream for piggies and aches for your knees because, woo!
It has helped his knees out.
Yeah.
It did, and 100% on the real. Actually, we just put that I work with onto Listen, my man Gary that I work with, just put him on to the rescue cream because he's body aching with his knees too. And now he's on it. Now he's gonna get them knees that's right now. Dog, I was limping for days and weeks. Now I feel like running. I'm good. It takes a while, but it works. Trust me.
That body whip looked like it hits. Like I love a good moisturizer. You know what I mean?
They got the oils. They got the oil for the men that make you melt. Trust me. If I'm on your couch and I'm wearing one of those natural skin bliss oils, you're gonna want to sit next to me, real close. Trust me.
Okay.
I'm just saying that couch look comfortable. All right.
You smell something delicious. I love. I do. I love a man that smells great. Like I just love it.
I guess you gonna love me. But so now now we gotta go to these Google facts with Stevie.
Hey, Google. Okay, Google.
I love it. I love it.
So hey, for you people out there.
Hold on, it's not working.
Oh shit, I'm crying.
Let's go.
Lamb chops play. I'm
done.
So listen for you people out there, okay? We go to, this bit's starting to be my favorite shit. Yeah. Yo, she got me crying right now.
You got me crying. I see it say, "Hey Google." Go ahead. I'm sorry.
My guy, Mr. Kim Jong-woo, however you say his fucking name. Yo, listen, I done seen some of the craziest bullshit this motherfucker. Listen, I'm glad to be an American sometimes. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Yo, so you know, like this dude over there, he only allows you to have 3 channels on the television.
You ain't watching shit, motherfucker.
Everybody is allowed, and it's government controlled.
Oh shit!
So you're only allowed to watch three channels.
Even the internet is controlled. There's certain things that we get here in America that you can't get on the internet over there because it's
all government controlled. And then the other one that he has is your job is based on the country's needs.
Wait, what?
Your job is based on the country's needs.
We was talking about that, remember?
Kind of, but nah, I'm all set. So you trying to tell me, nah, that means you can't work at the club. They don't need you there.
But do you see them having the same problems as Americans having? Nope.
You die. You fucking die, okay? That's the problem. All right? We get this? Okay. Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to breathe through. I'm trying to breathe.
Hey, my son, we had a show one day, right? And you can see real clear. Like, you can see his whole face in that one eye.
If you look closely.
When you look closely, you see his whole head in one eye. That's
one eye. So,
yeah, right over there.
I'm good. Go ahead. Keep going.
The last one for today, because this is a shortened version today, because I like what's going on. So there's a weird, people get arrested, and mostly this shit happens in Florida. Listen, I don't know what the fuck goes on out there, but I got a lot of questions. But so some guy was arrested for having sex with an Olaf in a Walmart.
Who they had sex with?
Olaf. I don't know if you know your Disney characters.
Hold the door.
Yeah.
Did he melt?
Olaf, the snowman. They was fucking the snowman.
The snowman, they was fucking. Yeah, they was fucking Olaf.
I wonder how that feels, though. I wonder how that feels, like putting your dick in some cold snow.
No.
Would your dick stay hard in some cold snow?
I don't know. There's some out here if you want to come back down and try it.
No, I'm good. I like the sunshine outside right now. I'm good. I'm in that good weather right now.
I'm just saying.
You keep that, y'all down there, y'all northerners. Y'all keep that snowy weather, right?
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit.
Where you at?
You understand?
North Carolina.
You're not. Oh.
Nah, I moved a year ago.
Okay. Good
So that's it for today, folks.
Thank you for the Google facts, sir.
And I'm going to turn the mic over.
Thank you, Google.
I'm shit.
Over.
Google.
Oh, look at my guy is back.
Oh, hi. Hello, friend.
My guy is back. How are you?
What up?
What's going on?
Steve, take that mask off, bro.
I
know you hot. I know you hot under that motherfucker.
Like the way you're speaking to me right now.
Don't take it off.
Don't. I'll
don't take it off.
You're all right. Speaking of that mask.
Can you tell me where you got that from, though? Because I might need a boo-boo to get one of those so that we can.
Right, I need one too. So
I might tell baby he needs to like keep that on with a pair of Timbs.
That's what I was just about to ask you. Would you have sex with somebody with a mask on?
Got it.
With that kind of mask on, yeah, like a Freddy mask or something.
Yeah,
no, it's a little out of my league.
But
some funny shit like that, absolutely.
You would? How would you feel? I want to know. How would you feel doing that?
That's that high shit.
Would you automatically try to like go into some other type of character or to match his energy with a character or some shit like that? You'd be like an anime and shit.
I'm all for it. I think that shit is funny. So you understand, like my safe word is oh golly.
Oh golly.
Oh golly.
Oh god. Oh golly.
Oh golly.
That's your safe word?
Oh golly. Yeah, I used that as a safe word once. It was fucking hilarious.
You got safe words?
Sometimes. Depends on what I'm doing.
True indeed. Like I don't do too many safe words.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That's
My Junior understood the assignment. That's yep. He knew. Yeah, I mean safe words, it just depends on what you're doing. You know? Like 4-point restraint, yes, you have to have a safe word. Yeah, you have to have one.
What did you just say? That was an NFL stance, right? Like the other, like is that what the defensive line?
Yeah, what's the 4-point restraint?
What is that? Like speak a little bit. Oh, okay, all right.
Wide open, right?
That's that shit I don't want. I don't want that shit from my legs like that. That's all on my legs.
So wait, you got your.
If you're not comfortable with that, like you, I don't recommend that you do that. You could even start off with just one arm and one leg. That way, if you feel uncomfortable, you can untie those. That's fine.
So all right, so let's get back to the sex talk. So that's the street is this. They're bonded, right? Like that. You look like Jesus.
Yeah. So for me, I have one that it goes underneath your mattress. It goes under your mattress. And so you have like a strap comes out from like this side.
I've done that. Not
and
for
this
me.
side, and then from the legs, and they come up and over your mattress. And
all right.
It's Velcro.
So I've done that to a female before.
This shit's dope. Excuse me. This shit is dope.
For listen, if you know what you're doing, the pleasure that she would feel off of that to not even have control, and for you to just control her pleasure. You ever watch right? You ever watch anime porn?
No.
So that's where it started.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. That's where it started for me.
Okay.
I was dating a person that watched anime porn. And you know those Japanese, they do a lot of different crazy shit. So we ended up getting into that type of thing. And like it was like some dominant type thing. So in the anime porn, they would call the person Zurin, which means master, and I don't know what some type of Asian language. I don't know which one.
This guy is fucking this guy.
Yeah, so she was like, I want to call you Zurin. I want to go through that like that whole different ordeal, whatever. So I was kind of new to the game, so I watched the porn with her to see how it was, whatever, like that. So then I reenacted it. That right there, the whole having the control of someone's pleasure, and then someone reacting off of it the perfect way. That sexual experience is. See, you see how your eyes don't work together? That's exactly.
I've been trying to tell people like
that's exactly what you see. They turn into a whole alien. Yep, the women turn into a whole alien. They're like, jittering. I mean, leg be shaking and shit. Yeah.
But it's the safe word allows for that control. Like but I tell people all the time, you really have to be comfortable and know your partner, because safety is paramount. And if you think that for a moment you don't feel safe enough to be that vulnerable, don't do it. Don't.
And I also suggest the person that wants to do it. Like if you are that type of person, if you're a guy, 50, shout out to 50 Shades of Grey. If you're that type of guy who is a dominant and want to experience that, you should know how to make a woman mentally, because it's when you want to go through that, it's mental. 100%. You have to make them mentally comfortable to even want to deal with that situation.
Submit in that way, yeah.
Have them submit to you fully. You have to have that capability.
Yep.
And that's an experience beyond experience. I love sex.
Willie.
I love sex.
Willie.
I mean, I don't like that missionary. Oh, get it in. Blah, blah, blah. Think that's easy. That's regular shit. That's the shit you learn when you're a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Missionary bullshit. I like sex, like I said, in the club, and you have a whole sexual reaction across the club. You already.
You've been to a swingers club before, Jim?
Huh?
You've been to a swingers club, huh?
I actually, not a swingers club, but a sex club. When it was before this pandemic bullshit, it was I'm not gonna say it. It was actually they're shut down now. It was a social club. Yeah. And I had a membership to the social club. Yeah, well, yeah. True.
Same thing.
But it was you know, that shit was on point, to be honest with you. One of the best experiences I've had ever. And I didn't even get to experience all of it. I went twice and it was phenomenal.
I did one in DC last summer, and it was.
My
participation was limited just because I liked having that control, and I didn't guarantee a goddamn thing, but it was still cool. It was a vibe. Can't wait to go back.
Trust me, I watched it. I watched a couple of your shows. I had to see who I was dealing with first. Gotcha. But I like that one on where you went to a nudist colony. Like that, I was really intrigued. I was really intrigued about that one because I love the fact that you said that it wasn't. They have rules, and it wasn't going up trying. It wasn't nothing sexual. It was just about you being a whole free being. You know what I mean? And the rules they took just for you to be that type of being. I love that shit. It'll put you in that more comfortability.
I did not want to leave. I did not want to leave. If you would have told me, Mars, you can either stay here for a week or I'm going to fly you to Miami for a week. Keep me right where and this was in Connecticut. I was like, nah, let me stay here. Man. Let me stay here. You know why? Because I can be me and just be free, 100% free me. You send me to Miami, I'm warding niggas off left and right. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to do it.
Right.
Unless I want to deal with it. Free. That freedom was definitely a vibe. I look forward. I think this season I'm definitely wanting to branch out and see where there are some other ones outside of the state of Connecticut to visit. That would be.
Well, listen, link me up, seriously, because I'm about that. Like, I love to be free, and it ain't nothing to do with no sexuality shit like that. I want to be able to not worry about anything. Just be like, clothes get on my nerves too. It makes me sweat. I sweat a lot. So for me to be naked would be great. You know what I'm saying? Just be a free. I'm down for that.
Yeah, we had to do I had a photo shoot last week, and I had another one before that, the week before. And my photographer is very much so a visionary. She was like, so for this one, I think I want you to just strip down absolutely naked. I looked at my producer, one of my producers, and I was like, you about to see my tits. And literally, and I'm ass naked. I'm ass naked on set in a production studio.
The only question I would have asked, like, can I dance too?
Tell me I don't have to wear clothes. Tell me I don't have to wear clothes. I'm
right. That's all it is. Like, let me know I can take my clothes off. I'm golden.
Yeah.
I'm golden. That's what's up. I appreciate that though.
Yeah, no doubt. So you say you're at ATL?
No, I'm in North Carolina.
North Carolina. We gonna link.
I got you.
We got family down there too.
No doubt. William, how you doing today? How you feeling? You missed a great conversation.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. Me and Marcel's about to get into it, man. We about to like jump through the phone.
Y'all hit it with.
Nah, it was good. Good conversation, good dialogue. I love it.
Yeah, it was definitely a vibe with you guys.
I definitely subscribe to your page. And I actually been watching, and you have some good content. I enjoy it. I enjoy listening.
Yes.
I did want to ask you this. Was that a genuine face when the poet was telling you, when the poet was saying, talking about how he, the details into a woman, how he was treating a woman?
Silent Quill?
So yeah, that dude. Yeah, because I enjoyed the poem. It could have been better, but I understood where he was coming from with it. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. I like that shit.
No, it was definitely genuine. It was definitely genuine. And Quill, he's such a fucking vibe. He's such a vibe. It's such a damn gentleman. Shit. But it's the intellectual aspect, and he's a real gentleman, and he's just a very chill vibe.
Yeah, he seems very humble. He seems very humble.
Yeah. So while he was sitting there, he was spitting that. Like, I really did. Like, I was like, give me that towel. And I wiped off the thing, as I was like,
I was cracking up with that.
But what you guys didn't see was that was my first episode. And there had to be like 7 people standing on the other side of those cameras. And the women are over here and they're like,
right.
The fellas are like,
it's the words.
Shit. And I'm over here vibing with it too. So no, it was very real. And that's the thing is we don't edit a lot of, like, we edit the content, but they don't cut. They do minimal cutting because they really want people to experience like me organically. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of uncut and unfiltered. So
that's how we do.
It's real.
This is straight live.
Straight live.
What is it? Fuck your life, fuck your wife.
Fuck your life, fuck your wife.
Wait,
See, that's some savage shit, right?
Fuck your life, fuck your wife. My guys, that's terrible advice. Like, if somebody break that down for me.
It is, but it's savage.
It's not though. You got to think about it.
It's savage.
It's savage.
It's very savage.
I don't care what you think. I don't care what nobody think. I don't care what your wife think. I don't give a fuck about.
It's a code. It's a code.
This is what we do. It's not.
Yeah, it's a code. Like, because you know what, like,
sounds crazy, but there's
things that we say. I understand that you have to understand the whole aspect of it. Like, there ain't no simping out, because a lot of people will have a conversation and your wife might not like it, so you want to change your idea about it because your wife told you to. So fuck your wife. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck your wife and fuck your life, nigga. I'm right there. All right.
There you go. Fuck your life, fuck your wife.
Fuck your life, fuck your wife. Okay, yeah.
Yep. There you go. It's like, we don't give a fuck what you talking about. We're going to change who we are. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And what he, she, her, this, that, and the third got to say about it. So fuck your life, fuck your wife.
A lot of my shit is off.
I think Weezy changed his name.
A lot of the shit that I say, like, I haven't been doing it since season 1. None of it was scripted. So for me, a lot of the time, I just say straight out, like, Fuck a plan and fuck your man. Like, I don't give a fuck.
See, you got yours. You got yours.
Fuck a plan, fuck your man. Like, we here.
But that's what we do. That's savage life. Well, hold up. First of all,
why did he leave?
Explain that name, Willie. Explain your name, Willie.
Wait a minute.
Yo,
my God, come on.
That's what's up.
Come on. I can't with you.
That's what's up. I definitely enjoyed today's show, man. I appreciate you coming on, MAR-CEL, man, for real. Yo, vibe. We gotta do this a couple more times.
I'm asking one more question. It's just some bullshit. Because how do you feel about the filters? We call them the filter fish.
We call them the filter fishes.
We call them filter fish.
What, like pictures?
Yeah.
Like selfie?
How do you feel about like all them like
the filters? Let's explain it right. How do you feel about all these females going online and not being real about the way they really fucking look?
I don't give a fuck about the way any of y'all feel about it. Some of those pictures are filtered, some of them aren't. You better ask somebody that knows me in real life. Is that what she looks like?
No, but that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, so, but some of them don't look like that in real life.
Ask for references.
This is where we get the problem going.
Ask for references.
Wait, Willie, what you said last week? What was it? What would you say? A subscription. Subscription.
I like that. Yep.
It's a subscription.
Yep. I personally, so for me, like I've had professional photos done. I also I'll go on my go-to to like take pictures for like if I'm just gonna post something up for general content on my page, I throw a filter on that. Why? Because maybe I didn't have time to do my makeup that morning, but on a normal day, like if I do my makeup and I beat my face, I don't need a filter for that. The filter is merely just to help me out on a morning when I struggled with it.
Well, we're looking at your face right now. All right. You got any makeup on?
My eyebrows.
That's it.
And wait, no, I have a little bit of yeah, but like foundation and all that extra shit, no.
But I'd say right now, you are a very attractive woman.
Thank you.
I don't know if you don't have eyebrows or not, but with your eyebrows on, with your eyebrows on, you are a very attractive person.
I mean, I'm so pretty without them.
I would say, yeah, but I would say without the makeup. Without makeup, you don't. I would say a person like you does not need a filter, and I would say that you don't need makeup.
This is what we getting at.
No, these eyebrows come with me everywhere.
Okay.
Well, I'm saying I don't know if they come. Do they come in your pocket and you got to put them on?
I have to put them on every morning, but I'm actually getting them microbladed. So my eyebrows, just for me in particular, like some women like pluck their eyebrows to death and they won't grow back anymore. That's not the case with me. My eyebrows, like literally since childhood, grew in like this, and they just look crazy as hell. My sister was the one. She got the really good eyebrows where she could like mold and sculpt them. I didn't get that. I got the other.
Your eyebrows like me, though? Your original eyebrows, do they look like mine?
You got a W?
You got like a unibrow?
No.
Oh, she said she had a W.
Are those eyebrows, or you don't have eyebrows?
No, I do have eyebrows. They're just very sparse. Like they come to like right here.
Okay. So those are your eyebrows.
They are my eyebrows. They're just enhanced. Like I fill them in with the pencil.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my girlfriend, she owns a tattoo shop here in Connecticut. She's gonna.
I know somebody who did that. That's a good idea, actually. That's actually a good idea. You don't have to ever worry about them again.
Body work I'll have done. I'm not doing no other body work. We're not doing that.
But I don't think you need it. I really don't think you need it.
No. Go to the gym. You go to the gym if I want to sculpt
Get it.
shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Get it. And all right, what do you think about that? We got to get all the questions we need out here. What do you think about that when it comes to like females in the gym? Do you think that? All right, no. Let me do this. The body shaming. Right? Do you think that people should be shamed because how they do not treat their body?
No.
So do you think that people who are just going around just willy-nilly with this shit and just putting it out there like that, it should be okay? Or do you think people should work harder on? Do you think people should work harder on getting their bodies fit?
If that's your goal, to save your life, to be better, to live a longer life, then absolutely. But I'm gonna tell you this. So for me, and this is, I think this like hits really close to home, like right now for me. So I have ADHD, and I've been in school, in college for years now, and I was on Adderall. Well, come to find out, I have some heart issues that came to be. And my doctors immediately took me off of the Adderall. They're like, no, absolutely not. In the last year and a half, I've gained 30 pounds. 30 pounds for any woman is like, oh my God. And there was like nothing I could do to control it. I went 7 years without an appetite, and all of a sudden, like literally in a day, was like, holy shit, I have an appetite. And I was eating everything in sight. Started working out again. Now I have a trainer, but at 35, body's a little different from when I was 27, 28. So now it's like really having to push the ball. I told my best friend today, I have to start running again. They're pissed off because for the first time in my life, I got a little booty boo. It's gotta go. I'm trying. I don't want to let it go. So I told them, I was like, well, then y'all need to feed me more soul food, because if it's up to me, I'm eating organic fruits and vegetables and chicken. That's what I'm gonna eat.
The booty doing that too. You know what I mean?
Well, what?
You just gotta squat, make it firm.
So that's going to the gym, and then I have a trainer too. Yeah. So that means
the proper amount of sex.
Yeah. And really good sex.
Because sex keeps that booty popping too.
Yes.
Indeed.
So I'm working on it, but as far as like shaming, I think that shaming for women and even men too, because I feel like men can be very critical as well of themselves and of women. To me, it's all about comfort and kindness. So, for example, I sit here and I look at my body and I'm like, I don't like the way my body looks right now. Like, not for nothing, but I was used to being a little skinny bitch. I was super fit. I had it going on. I'm not skinny anymore. I'm thick. And while everybody else in the world is like, oh no, keep it. This is uncomfortable for me. This is not my comfort zone. But everybody else is like, no, keep it. Which I still think in a way, like while you're trying to boost my confidence, it's also not taking into consideration about where I'm comfortable and where I lie. So I kind of look at it almost like it's another form of shaming. But I try not to internalize it as that way, because I know who I'm talking to and where they're coming from. Right. But if there's a girl who's, so I weigh 180 right now. Don't look at it. I know I don't look like I weigh 180, but I weigh 180. I'm 5'6". If there's a girl who weighs 250, but she's comfortable in her skin and she's confident and she's embracing her weight right now and she's trying to make better choices to live a healthier and happier life, who the fuck am I to sit here and tell her you're too fat, you need to lose weight, you're not healthy? I don't know why.
Yeah, but I'm not saying like if you are working on trying to lose it, that's different. But if you like, I'm this way and that's what's up, that's what it is. You think
that's fine.
That's fine too.
That's fine. Who the fuck am I to tell you how to live your life?
No, true.
Look, men can talk about how like we want women to be a little on the thinner side or even thick and this and that. The beauty of life, the spice of life, is having different options to choose from when it comes to that. You might like them skinny. I know Willie. He thinks that. I've seen him tell me like, I think that bigger girl, she's beautiful. I think she's absolutely beautiful like that. As a matter of fact, in all my years of knowing Willie, which has been forever, I ain't never seen him deal with a super skinny chick. Never. I know. I mean, but he about to switch his. You got something to say?
I'm just listening.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, my guy.
Wait. Listen, rewind that back. Rewind it back. I didn't hear it clearly. Say that again.
I know you did, because she was just like, yeah, I know Willie for a long time, and you da.
I said you ain't. I never seen you with a little skinny chick before. You've always said you thought that bigger women were beautiful too.
Oh.
No, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong.
Listen,
beauty is what it is.
Beauty is what it is.
Yeah, beauty is what it is.
But it's just that the plus size ones always come to me. I don't know.
You look like you like to eat, Uncle Willie.
Yeah.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? I love me some meat now. You know what I'm saying?
I won't deal with
love me some meat, but I also love a toothpick. You know what I'm saying? Because after you eat the meat, you got to use the toothpick. You feel?
or just snorted.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real. You know what I'm saying?
No shit.
You know what I'm saying? Lady, I don't discriminate on nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you big, skinny, whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have that personality and you know what I'm saying, good vibes and good conversation, then you can take your big ass on somewhere else because I don't want your ass. You know what I'm saying? You could take your skinny ass somewhere else. I don't want your ass. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying?
I just say no matter what size you are, wear it well.
Wear it well. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
because
inside and out.
Yo, I hate the sloppy chicks, yo. Like, what is wrong?
Yeah, because on the road. I work at a club. I work at a club, and they wear anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a bigger person and you know you got some rolls or something like that, whatever like that, which, you know, it don't matter. But if you got them shits hanging out of your shit, and you should know, like, if you should know. I don't give a fuck what you talk about. You should know that shit just don't look right there.
I don't care if you confident. You know this is my body.
I know you may be confident in that. Oh yeah, this is me, but come on, man. We
out
here.
Presentable, as this all is about. Looking nice. Looking nice.
Be presentable. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
Especially
if you're looking for somebody. Especially if you're looking for somebody.
I still look decent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, if you a big girl, you big plus size, whatever.
Like the fried chicken,
and you come outside in a 3-teen size halter top.
A 3-teen? Did you say a 3-teen?
3-teen.
Not a 3-teen, a 3-teen?
3-teen.
No, not the triple muffin tops.
3-teen.
You said triple muffin top? Yo, what's going on?
3-teen halter top.
Somebody said triple muffin tops.
3-teen triple muffin. You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that?
I got rolls right now.
Listen, your rolls aren't happy with you.
You gotta wear it well.
Your rolls aren't happy with you. I'm gonna tell you that. Because ain't no way you should have left your damn house looking like that.
Right. That's my whole problem. I know I've been talking a lot of shit, but it's the way you wear it. That's why I talk a lot of shit, because a lot of people don't wear it well. You know, so you could be big, you could be this and that, whatever. You don't have to. If you proud of what you're doing, that's fine. Be presentable. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there, like, how you gonna have a bra top and some shorts on, and you like you almost 250, and all that shit's just hanging everywhere. Like that doesn't look good. Not even for public.
I've also seen bigger girls who become like, I feel like this past summer was the start of the trend of bigger girls wearing crop tops. Some of them, I'll say, wore it very well, and I was pleasantly surprised by that, because I feel like as society we were so conditioned to, like, you know, shame them, body shame them. It's like, no, honey, you're big, you can't show any skin. They did it very well. Some of these girls did, and I was like, you know what, sis, good for you. You're confident, you're fashionable, you look good, and you wear it well with confidence, and you can tell, like, it's shown not just from the outside, but her personality, you know, bubbly, shiny, and all that. I was like, yes, bitch, like, do you.
You could tell.
Good. You're a good person. Wear that.
Listen,
there's a difference.
I was fooled by a big girl. She tucked her rolls inside the titties, so I thought she had big titties. Took the bra off, the rolls fell out, and there was this much titty.
I don't like that shit. For sure, bro. I don't like that shit.
That much titty.
I mean,
why would you do that?
The brown sugar butter too? Like,
why would you do that?
Yo, you frozen.
Up.
Mr. Savage, you frozen.
That's the cutaway.
Yeah. Is that his reaction?
But but for real though, like why would you cuff your? Yeah, you did froze. But why would you cuff your bros into your boobs to make them try to look bigger?
There's no excuse for that.
That's what I was about to say before I froze. What do you think about the foolery?
She was one of
like, what do you think about the foolery? Like the deception? Like, all right.
I don't do it.
Perfect example. Like, I know those little stomach straps, right?
A waist trainer.
So if you put it on tight enough, it makes it look like you got a flat stomach, nice titties, and your ass is popping out.
And then you get your shirt off,
club, and you're going for it, and they find that attractive because that's a good look. But then as soon as you get home, you unpop that joint, and that ain't the same shit. It's like, I didn't know that much muffin was in
it. Like when you pop the top,
it was
a fucking literally.
What happened?
Like making muffins and shit.
Like, damn, that triple muffin top.
The waist trainers and the body shapers.
It's like
just like LGC said, triple muffin top.
I'm like, you want some butter with that shit, bitch? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
my personal take on those, I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking with a waist trainer, no, none of that. Because you can actually break bones and rupture organs with those. And I feel like it's just another way to contort your body. Now, some women like them, love them, and swear by them, and that's fine. Like, that's you. But I was an EMT. I was an EMT for 7 years. So, we see a little bit of everything. And compression syndrome is very real. And when you compress your organs like that,
yeah, that's not healthy at all.
You're literally so if your liver is supposed to be here and you now moving it over here, like you're
shit. I just had to go take mine off.
Shit. I'm just not in the midst of doing that to hope that some man one day is gonna find my waist to be attractive like this. I actually, to be honest with you, my waist is awkward. Like I have my hip bones sit up to like right here.
Yeah, I see that.
So I've never had that little hourglass shape. The closest I came to that was when I weighed 150 pounds. My friends to this day are like, no, don't do that again, bitch. You were too skinny. But that's the closest that I ever had to that. I'm not putting on a waist trainer to do that shit again.
Man, don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
I just went and took mine off after you said that. Like you gave me that knowledge. I had to go take my shit off. Like this is unacceptable.
I'm just saying, like, go ahead. You eat, sleep, breathe, and shit, and that. Go to the gym and that, and then you wonder why you got kidney problems next year.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't tell you about that.
My titties do not look the same as they did yesterday.
Yeah, but the same thing with like creatine. Everybody wants to put creatine in their pre-workouts and all that. Do you know that if you have too much creatine, you could fucking blow your heart out? Everything that they say is good for you isn't always good for you. Look at the ups and downs, the ins and the outs.
I'm gonna tell you something, Marcel. So I didn't know this. I didn't know this when I was younger, and I was muscular but very skinny when I was doing like sports and shit like that.
That's because
and they wanted me to play football. So I was actually doing like taking the powdered creatine shit back in the day to get bigger.
No wonder so
and long story short, now I have an oversized heart.
Just angry.
No, it's not steroids, bro.
You're steroids. You fucking creatine user.
Nah, it was just to gain weight, but now I have an oversized heart. So now I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like the concept, like
this is shit you could buy at GNC.
Right.
Just because it's legal, you gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah, you have to know what you're doing. You can't just take shit.
And for me, I'm not big on following fads and trends anyway. Like I have to look at it like, yo, does this make sense? Like logically, does this make sense? Does it really make sense to do this? You're gonna reshape your body structure for bitch. Look, I got personality, face, and titties. Okay, I turned the color of honeycombs and golden rays of fucking deliciousness in the summertime. I got enough going on. I don't need to sit here and reconstruct my fucking body so that one of y'all will like me one day. Nigga, love me now.
You constructed what? Honeycombs or what? What was that?
Oh, I said I turned shades of like honeycombs and I call myself the color I turn in the summertime is like a honey dip.
Like honeycomb, yeah, you do have that color.
Honeycomb, honey dip.
Oh shit. Honey dip, money grip. That's what's up. You are kind of like a honeycomb colored. Actually, that was one of my favorite cereals back in the day. I used to chew the shit out of them honeycombs. The fuck? Who are you whispering to? We right here. We see you.
Oh, you see me?
No, my bad.
My bad.
It's not a podcast. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Look, I'm looking at him like, wait a minute.
Like, he was like, they can't see me up here with.
Me and Willie was having a conversation.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know what y'all talk about.
So
he says, Willie, something about
I like titties.
Was you whispering to tell that nigga to tell us that he liked titties?
Nah, that's not what he was whispering.
Like, where the fuck?
I was whispering to him about you.
What about me? Jim Savage, motherfucker.
I finally figured it out.
So true. Beauty is skin deep.
We finally figured it out. Why you call yourself a mutant?
Why you call me what?
Why you call yourself a mutant?
A mutant?
Mm-hmm.
I am a mutant, bro.
Exactly.
He says he's a mutant.
It's because of the creatine.
Nah, it's because I'm larger than life. Because
of the creatine.
All my parts are larger than me.
You overdose on creatine.
No, I didn't overdose. You know
that's
what?
How you got that big?
Yeah. That's exactly how I got this big. Yeah, that's exactly how I got this big.
That nigga won't tell his secrets. Now you ain't telling us that's what happened now? Creatine.
No, that's not what happened. What happened was all I did was work out and eat. You're so corny. See, that's that light skin. That's that light skin vibe right there. That light skin
shit.
That's that light skin shit right there. My bad.
Oh shit.
That's all right. Today's show was fucking awesome. Awesome.
I wanted to say something again.
You always want to say some shit.
I love titties.
All right, today's show. I appreciate your company, MAR-CEL.
I like big titties, small titties, light skin titties, dark titties. I
actually like smaller breasts.
And smaller breasts. And
yeah, the huge joints. I'm not too. You can play with them and shit, but
more than a mouth.
You see what he do? He do the same shit on the VSO beach. He just says some shit and disappears.
He's the only magician. There you go. Look how you do this shit.
He's like a motherfucker, man, for real.
Oh,
but
listen, I love.
All right, man.
Your
titties are great. The great titties. Yep.
I love.
Titties are great.
Nice areolas.
That's wonderful. So, like I was saying,
areolas are nice.
I appreciate you coming on the show, MAR-CEL. It's a great vibe. It's a great vibe with you on the real.
Isn't that a part of sex?
We need to do this again. We definitely need to do this again. You know what I mean?
Wait.
We send that link about the you know what I mean?
Yes.
Send that link. And let's do this again.
Yeah.
Coming on. Let's work for each other. Let's make each other bigger.
Yes. I'm all for it. Collaboration.
No, you're not allowed to use the word bigger again. Okay? You're restricted from using the word bigger.
I can't get no bigger.
Because when you said that last phrase, you couldn't do it. You can't use that no more.
I only tell the truth, bro. I only tell the truth.
That's why you're froze.
I'm a mutant for a reason. So yeah,
he said all my parts are bigger. I can't help it.
Yeah.
No, that right there is when you lost the word right to use bigger.
That's why I practice dick discipline. So like I was saying, thank you MAR-CEL for coming on. I appreciate you. I would love to be on your show. I just want to sit on your couch with the towel.
Up here for that.
We're just where are you at?
I mean,
the north. The north.
All right.
I'm in the north.
I'll tell you where I'm at, but I'm not saying it out loud.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll hit you up.
Wait.
Yeah. I'm out there a couple of times a year. So yeah. So definitely, I'm gonna link up with you. I want to visit the Purple Couch.
Okay.
We can chop it up.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me, fellas. Steven, you are the dopest. You were the one to link all of this together. So thank you.
Facto, Steve-O.
For sure, you already know. We got to get this.
Baby.
You already know. I'll talk to you later, baby.
Wait. Don't go nowhere yet. So I know I was gone for a while.
You're back again.
And I'm back again. Did you do the facts?
Yep, we already did them.
Did you do the riddle me there?
All right, Marcel.
Did we do the riddles?
We didn't do the riddles yet.
We're not gonna do the riddles today.
No, let's do the riddles because we have Marcel here too. Because you're not gonna make us look stupid in front of our friends.
We're not gonna do the riddles today.
Come on, man.
No, that's code.
I can give you a Snapple fact, Willie, if that'll make you feel better.
All right, let's
Give him a Snapple fact.
Did you know that frogs cough?
Yes.
Did I know that frogs cough? No, I didn't know that.
Yes.
But I would assume anything that's living probably will cough.
Yes. No, but certain things, like remember that one I gave you with like the fucking the deers don't fart or no shit like that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Everybody has to release gas. Everybody has to.
I'm telling you,
Did you know that?
Show already, son. You go back.
No, because like pigs don't sweat either.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, it's crazy shit.
Did you know that alligators
don't sweat?
Did you know?
Pigs don't sweat. No.
All the shit that they do, they don't sweat.
They do it on the inside.
That's why a lot of people don't eat pork.
Yeah,
there's no way for them to excrete. When they overheat, they roll around in the mud and their shit and all that. That's why people don't eat pork.
Well, you know what? I'm glad I'm nowhere near a pig or pork or nothing like that because I sweat like a motherfucker, man. In the snow, I be sweating.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit.
What are you gonna say about alligators, Uncle Willie?
Alligators, their ears are right by their eyeballs.
I did know that.
They what?
The alligator's ears are right connected by the eyeballs. Like, so you know how the alligator eyes sit up here? Mm-hmm. Their ears sit right here.
So they be seeing and hearing shit at the same time.
So when they go in the water, the ear flaps close.
Time too.
And then when they come out the water, it opens. So definitely have a better. Yeah. I learned that yesterday.
Did you know that over the course of your lifetime, the average person waits 3 weeks for a red light to turn green?
So
Did you know I was a mutant? Did you know I was a mutant? Did anybody know I was a mutant?
Yes, we figured it out. The creatine, nigga.
Okay, my bad.
Don't skip leg day no more. We don't need these problems.
Oh shit.
All right.
Love and peace to you guys.
Yes, man.
Appreciate you. I'll let you later, mama.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Later, fellas.
Later, baby. That's what's up, fellas. That's what's up, man.
Yes,
glad to have Mar-CEL part of the show.
Yes, Unsexed. Don't forget to chime in.
Don't forget to chime in to Unsexed. Subscribe to her page. She has great content. Trust me, I've watched most of her shows, and they are a good look. They are a good look, definitely. And we are putting up a FundMe page for Willie to get a comb to comb through his hair. Like we need one of those combs that go, that can really get the naps out. So GoFundMe page to a comb for Willie's hair, and some clippers to cut whatever the fuck is growing on his motherfucking chin. I suggest whoever wants to donate, not see that shit grow on his chin. Because I don't know what else to call it, but that shit on his chin. That shit
Oh, man.
It's growing strong in all different places. That's all I'm saying.
No, man.
That's all I'm saying. Steve, definitely shout out, man. And yo, I want to give this man his flowers. Definitely want to give. I always got to give my boys the flowers, man. First flowers out to Steve because he's even putting in work. These interviews, some of the ideas for the show are Steve. You know what I'm saying? Steve's been putting in motherfucking work. I also want to give a shout out to him, man. I still can't. I ain't not what.
I ain't the do nothing. I ain't the D nothing to do with it.
No. I'm going
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
I ain't had nothing to do with it.
Oh, I ain't had nothing to do with it.
I ain't had nothing, Mister. I ain't had nothing to do with it. I want to give shouts out because
put that up there.
Next week, I want to put this out there. Next week, first, put the shout out. Willie has just signed a new artist, and we're so proud of that man. And he has his own studio. He's doing his thing. He's the most undercover ninja getting the job done in the world. We have to find out from other people besides Willie what Willie is doing. And it's the weirdest shit ever, but it's cool. But Willie's doing his motherfucking thing. He's a motherfucking G. I love it. And next week, we will be having an interview with his first. Is it your first artist, Willie?
No, it's one of the many.
See, one of the many artists signed.
It's the first one. It's the first completed album that we put out.
So that's getting going. So we're getting that going.
So we're gonna get that going next week. First completed album
next week.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And there's plenty more. There's plenty more coming, man. We got celebs. We got artists, come up artists. We got podcast people. We got things. We got a lot coming up. VSOB is doing it big. So when we say fuck your life, fuck your wife, we really mean that shit.
Word. Word.
You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my dogs, man. Shouts out to my dogs. If y'all got any more to say today, or y'all wanna we're gonna end the show, or we're gonna keep going?
Listen, I think it was a great move today. A great show.
Definitely. I'm actually gonna put this audio on the podcast. I'm gonna try to find out the Spotify and the Pandora and all that stuff. This one was a good one, and we're gonna continue from there. So we're doing nothing but growing, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, all you guys and ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to the page. Shouts out to LGC in the building. Please subscribe. And all you newcomers, thank you for the likes, thank you for the comments, and subscribe to the page.
Yes.
Yep, VSOB is doing it, man.
I already know.
Fellas, I'll holler at you on the page. We are out of here.